That's okay.
Yeah. Can you do me a favor? If you go to her story, there's like a link to the YouTube. Can you click on it and just make sure like it's like running? It should be. I think we're good.
We're live already?
Yeah, we're live already.
Whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Just kidding.
Yeah. Get some.
You know
Cheers.
what?
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thank you for coming. Okay. So, also, have you been on a podcast before?
Never.
All right. So look. So I'm gonna need you. So you're gonna be close. You're gonna be seated close, right? And have this like right here.
Can I move it or just keep it there?
You can move it. Talk
Okay.
like I want you to like talk into it, like
come here, little baby.
a little bit closer. Yeah. Like make
Okay.
love to it. You know, a little bit closer. A little bit closer. Let her watch. Let me see. Don't be shy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going cross-eyed looking at it.
No. You're good. Okay. Cool. All right. You ready?
Girl, are we live? Yeah. Girl, hell no. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your girl Sinclair.
Whoa.
Live and direct.
You ready?
Yeah, shit, I guess. We on.
Yeah, we on. What's good?
What's up?
It's nice to finally put a face to the picture. Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I know it's probably been a long day, huh?
It's been a chill day.
Yeah?
Chill day.
What'd you do today?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I woke up because I usually work Mondays, but I took the day off, you know.
Okay.
So I woke up, chilled, got ready, came through. Oh, I went to go pick up the stuff from our sponsor, TT's Drips.
Yeah, let's go.
And now I'm here.
Well, I appreciate you coming out. What do you do for work?
I work at Amazon.
Okay. Like, okay.
Yeah, right. I've been there for like 2.5 years now. I pack.
They must pay you pretty good. I mean,
that's good enough.
Good enough, right?
And it's cool because they they work with my schedule. Like I could today, it wasn't easy for me, or it wasn't hard for me to get it off. Like I just swapped, so I have to work Wednesday, take Monday off. Okay. Like it works for what I do.
All right, that's what's up. Before we get started, I'm Dreh. You want to introduce yourself?
I am Sinclair. Woo.
And for anybody that doesn't know, this is a Dreh Talks podcast. It's not like my coworkers are like, oh, Dreh talks a lot. No, it's not like I'm talking. It's more like, have you heard of TED Talks?
Yeah, definitely.
So it's Dreh Talks. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I wanted to get to a point of like intellectual where it's like it's motivating, it's inspiring, it's creative, it's everything. You know what I mean? So it's more like Dreh Talks, like TED Talks. Don't get it twisted, everybody. All right?
Y'all heard that?
And we got
hey, at the end, you gotta be like, thank you for hearing my Dreh Talks.
Yeah, right? There you go. I gotta get some business out the way real quick. First of all, shout out to the homegirl. Okay, shout out to TT's Drips, right?
Woo!
Now I want to clarify because I sent her a message and I was like, "Is it TT's Drips?" And she goes, "No, it's Titty's Drips." And I was like, "Hey,
okay." She's a fool.
Yeah, but she said, "No, it's TT's Drips." All right, so it's a small business that started inside of a garage to now owning her own shop in the high desert. TT's is a snack shop that likes to take it up a notch, taking the cravings to a whole nother level. Has a lot of unique and great creations with one can do with a bag of chips and some fruit. And if you're ever coming up the Cajon Pass heading to Vegas, they're right off the 15 freeway in Victorville, California. Feel free to follow them on Instagram. It's at TITIS _DRIPS at TT's Drips. And that's at TITIS _drips. All right. And then we got one more sponsor for today. It's the homie Mr. Urban Temp. Urban Temptations is a streetwear brand manufactured in Los Angeles, California. They got clothing. It's a lifestyle. It's a brand that's about success and lifestyle and just being like a solid homie. You know what I mean?
Stay solid.
Stay solid always, everybody, especially in 2025.
New year.
New year. Everybody's always like, new year, new me. No, new year better.
New year is still solid. Just
kidding. Always solid. Hey, honestly, like with all this shit going on today, like that's the number one thing. Stay solid, right?
Keep it real, you know?
Yeah. Let me put this back up. This is gonna go down a couple times, but I'm just gonna keep putting this back up.
Okay.
I appreciate you coming out again. What was your homegirl's name?
Ashley.
Shout
out, homegirl. Homegirl in the house.
We out here witnessing greatness. Shout out to the photographer. Slicks, right? Slick photography, something like that, right? I've been tagging them. And he was like, hey, he was like, I'm more of a picture guy, but I wanted to, share the love and have two people that know each other here, so that you guys have worked together before.
Yeah.
Before we talk about music, you do modeling, kind of, right?
Why does everyone say that on the podcast?
What is it called? What would you call it?
Well, like I go to events and I take photos, you know?
I
Like
mean, I'm not saying that you consider yourself a model, but like I think it's like the concept of modeling. Like you take
yeah.
pictures.
I guess I do model, but I wouldn't say like I'm a model.
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
know,
yeah.
like I
I
do.
mean,
It's part of like this. This is another like thing I
yeah,
have to do. You
right,
know, to
yeah,
be in the scene. So
yeah.
like I'm not a model because honestly, I struggle with modeling. Like you know, like like at the photo shoots, sometimes it's hard for me to pose or like be
Okay,
confident. You know, but when I'm on stage, like I'm good. So it's something that like a skill I do have to master a little bit.
okay.
But the
I mean,
opportunity is there, so I take it. You know.
I think you have a lot of humility because I've seen some of those photos and I've seen like a couple of the videos, and I
Hmm.
mean, it looks like you got that shit down. So,
Thank you, thank
I
you.
mean, what I mean, either that or you're photogenic, or the camera guys
It
got some
depends.
skills.
It depends on
And
the
I mean,
vibe,
it's all. I think
definitely.
it's everything, and I think you're humble and modest, and that's dope.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about music now. Um, and I seen you performed at Summer Nights, right?
Yes.
I was supposed to be there. Shout out to Raider Tommy. I was supposed to be there. That's how this all happened.
Oh, okay.
He got me a part of that on that flyer. I saw Sinclair and I was like, who is this? I started looking at your Instagram.
Hmm.
I was like, okay, she raps, right? And so one of the things that's different about you is that there's female artists out there right now, and part of your artistry isn't just the music; it's the pictures, it's the videos, right?
Hmm.
And so from what I can tell, that kind of sets you apart because you might not consider yourself a model, but you're doing a little bit more than other artists are doing, and I think that's gonna be one of the things that sets you apart. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And you, I think whatever it is you're doing, I think you're doing it right, right?
Thank you.
And so I want to talk about a couple of things. Your song, the one I just showed you, was it "I've Been"?
I've been, yes.
Is it "I've Been" and then "Where I'm From"? Right. I was listening to one of them right now. "Where I've Been" says my dad was a cholo and my mom was
Nah,
a
Pop's a thug and Mom's a cholo.
mom.
Chola.
Pops was a thug and mom was a chola.
Yeah.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up kind of everywhere.
Everywhere.
So that's the thing. Like my parents are from over here. My dad's
Okay.
from San Dimas,
Okay.
and
Oh.
my
Okay.
yeah SGV, and then my mom she's from Victorville, the high
Okay.
desert, you know.
Okay.
But for me, they met out here, but they had me out in Washington because my mom lost custody of my sister at the
Okay.
time,
Okay.
and she didn't want to have me until she got my sister back, you know.
Okay.
So, and I thought it was a different story this whole time, but until I talked to my mom, and I guess that was the case. Like she had to go there to get my sister back.
Okay.
So I was born there, and then we came out to Victorville, and we were here for 6 years, and then we moved to Colorado for like 7 years,
Okay.
and then we moved to Fontana for like 3 years,
Okay.
and then I moved to Nevada for 2 years, and then I've been back over here for three. So
Okay.
like when people ask where I'm from, like a lot of different places, you know,
Okay.
like but it's always been home here, you know. It always feels right, but sometimes you gotta move like because of the situation, you know.
Right. Right. Right.
So
Okay. Okay. So I wanna dive a little bit into like not necessarily childhood, but like since you specifically mentioned like pops was a thug and mom was a chola, like how like what was that like growing up?
well, like when I say that, like people might get it twisted, you know, thinking like my parents were like up to no good and
Right,
shit.
no, no,
Like my dad, like my parents, they're solid, you know. Like my dad, when I say he's a thug, like my dad's a G, you know.
right,
Like
yep,
he's from his hood and he carries himself well. He's respected, you know. Like he's been busted like a lot of the times, like these last couple years. He's been in and out of jail, you know, and like he's well known. Like my dad, like I guess when I say that, it's like he's well respected, you know.
right, yeah, yeah,
And as for my mom, like she's a real one, you know. Like you could tell when you talk to someone like how they carry themselves, like you know, like if they're solid or not. So my parents, like that's what I say. That's what I mean, you know. It's just like
mhm,
I look up to them in that way because you know, and people may look down on people like that, but for me, I feel like you know people from like a hood or whatever, or people that I feel like sometimes they have more morals and like more respect, you know, than people that aren't from somewhere. So I look up to my dad. I always have. He's always been a good dad, you know, like he always put food on our plates, a roof over our head. My mom's always been a mom, you know, so it wasn't really rowdy or nothing, you know, like my
okay,
parents were there
okay,
as far as I seen, but once like, you know, once I graduated high school, kind of shit fell apart.
okay,
And then that's when my dad went his route, you know, like kind of up to no good. And I went with my mom to Nevada. And that's when things got hard, you know. So shit changed. But back then, like when I wrote that song, I wrote like how it was growing up with my parents. And, you know, I just always knew my dad was like, he was a real one. And my mom, you know, she was a real one too. So, you know, it just gives me something to look up to.
okay. And so you mentioned like going through something with your mom and your dad at some point, right after high school, right?
Yeah.
If you don't mind, maybe kind of like talking a little bit more about that. And the reason is because it's always dope to hear a success story. Whatever hood it is, whatever city it is, right? It's always dope to hear someone that grew up in it, right, and made it out. Someone that went through some trauma and they beat that trauma, and now they're where they're at right now.
Yeah.
So what I guess what happened? Like, how did it start? How did it end up?
So pretty much, like growing up, like when I was in Victorville, I guess that's when my parents were kind of like, doing their own thing. That's when my grandma was around a lot and we were with family members.
Okay.
But I didn't see that part, like I was little. So when we moved to Colorado, we moved because things weren't working out here, like they weren't really being parents. They weren't, they were fucking around. So we moved to get away from that. My mom took us out there and we stayed with the Nat and like their family. And then my dad came and then my dad got right. And that's when life was good, like it was rough for a little bit. I don't remember much of that. My sister's 4 years older, so she knows, me, I didn't know until we went to Colorado and everything was good. My dad worked, my mom worked. We got a house. We went from like living in a basement, renting a little basement to like an apartment to a house. Like, I seen my parents work for everything we had. And then we ended up when I was a sophomore in high school. My dad was like, hey, like he got a job offer in California because he's a carpenter. He would build like cubicles, So he was doing really good and he got a job offer in Cali. And we always wanted to go back, like that's why I say it's home because every time, like every summer, we'd come out here to visit. We have all our family out here. So my dad's like, hey, we could move back. And my mom, she was like, nah, like, I don't think we should. Like, it's not going to go good. And me and my sister were like, fuck, want to go to Cali? We're like, because I didn't really like Colorado. So I'm like, let's go. And he's like, you sure you don't want to finish school? I'm like, nah, let's go. So we picked up everything. We moved. We sold our house and we moved. And then it was good for like the first year. And then my dad started, because his hood's over here. So he started like being around his friends more. And he got kind of caught up like, and I don't really talk about this, because out of respect for my pops, but like, it is part of my story. So my dad kind of got closer with his friends. Him and my mom would kind of fight a little bit. So he ended up kind of getting on drugs. And we kind of knew, like, things were kind of going bad. Like he'd fight with my mom a lot or he'd be mad. So we kind of knew. And he ended up like writing a letter, like telling us, he's not doing good and he needs us. And my mom was like, nah, like fuck that, because they already went through that. I told you those 5 years before, like when I was like born, they already did that. And my mom walked away from him to like for them to get right. And they got right and they did good for 20 years, I believe. Like they were solid, like no drugs, nothing, like they did good. And then for him to throw it all away, she was like, nah, like I don't want to, she didn't want to be there for him. So we picked up everything and we left. We went to Reno and we left my dad out here. And I feel like that might have been a mistake. Like I feel like I should have stayed for my dad. But when people are like in that mentality, I feel like they don't care. And so like my dad, I could kind of see, like I love my dad, but I was always kind of like scared of him. He was kind of like really like hard on us growing up. So I feel like if he was nice or whatever, I probably would have stayed. But I was like, nah, like let's go. So I left and we left my dad, and he ended up losing everything. Like that's one thing I learned is with drugs, like you lose everything. Like if you fall so deep into it. So we lost everything. Like I have no baby photos. Like all our furniture. Like we just picked up what we could and we left, and it went bad. And so that was hard for me. And like I know it's not the worst story. I know people like get kicked out. They're homeless at like age 12. Like for me, I know my story's not that bad, but it was hard. Like I just graduated high school out there in Fontana, and then like I was supposed to go to college, and it was like when we're leaving. Because my dad's. So we left. My dad lost everything, and then my mom ended up fucking around like out in Reno. She got on drugs, and because that's their past, and so like she was vulnerable, and so it's easy for her to go back in that route too. And so I feel like I'm talking a lot. Huh?
No,
You
you're
take a
good.
drink.
Keep going.
Hey, shout out Twisted Tea.
They ain't sponsoring this. Hey, Twisted Tea, we need a sponsorship.
Twisted Tea, where the fuck you at?
Yeah.
Wait, can I cuss?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Just take a break.
YouTube's weird. Like if you don't put like that it's not made for kids, like they won't like stream. I don't know.
I just posted my video and I put made for kids because it's the first song I'm not cussing.
Uh-huh.
And then they didn't allow comments. and so I had to change
so now
it. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I learned that a couple of videos ago. That but I mean,
So all right, to pick up where I was at, we moved, and then my mom kind of like fucked up too.
Okay.
But my dad took care of us, so I understood why my mom, made that choice, because we went from having everything to nothing. And I feel like she didn't want to really step up and like play that role, and she was heartbroken. She lost her husband. They were married for 23, 21, something like that. And then it was just gone. So my mom messing up, I get it, but it sucked because my brother was only 9 years old at the time. And I was like, damn, and I was only 18. And so we moved, and I was like, what do I do? I was supposed to go to college. Like, I guess I'll work. Started working. And I had to kind of like step up for him, and that was hard because I want to be a big sister, but I wanted to also give him that parenting type of thing, because my parents weren't doing it. So I tried, and I pretty much was there for him for a couple years. And yeah, it was hard. Like, I love that, but you know what? That's one thing that motivates me, is just being there for my brother, because I did a good job. Like, it was hard trying to be the parent for him, but my parents tapped out, and I was like, I'm not gonna just let you just be fucked, and me go do my own thing. So I was there, but it was definitely it was a part where I grew up and I matured a lot, trying to be there for him, and just instead of like going down with everyone, I stood up, my sister's older 4 years, and she didn't really step up. She kind of just fucked around too, so it was kind of it was hard, but it makes me. Like, that's where I get my strength from, because if I get through that and look where I'm at today, I'm doing something right. So
definitely, I can identify with parts of your story. How old were you when your dad lost everything?
17. I just graduated.
I went through something like that when I was 19 or 20. I was coming up on an MMA career. I was fighting, cage fighting, and I went through something like that with my dad, but it wasn't drugs; it was alcohol. And so I kind of know exactly how that feels.
Yeah.
But with me, I stayed. So that's my dad, and I stayed, and we got evicted at some point, and we lost a lot of I don't know about everything, but most stuff, and so I know what that feels like, right? And around the same age, at 17, it's probably a little worse, especially being a girl,
Well, because you're used to having them there,
Yeah.
and then for it just to like some people, I get it, they never had a parent in their life, and that's horrible too, but for you to know what it feels like to have someone there, and then they're just gone, and it's for what, drugs and alcohol, it's
Yeah.
what, that's what matters more, it's kind of, I feel like it's just as hard,
Yeah, I grew up in an alcoholic household, so I know my dad was there and he wasn't there. He would be there, wouldn't be there, jail, in and out of jail, and so he was there, but then a lot of times he wasn't there, and then so I always wondered what would it have been like if he just wasn't there. You know what I mean? How would it have turned out? Would I have still, if I didn't see this, would I have done this? And then,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So I know what that's like. I want to ask, since you stepped up, you became the adult, you became the parent, right? You hear stories of people who step up like that, and then when they get older, they get into this phase where they're like, oh fuck it, now I'm gonna party, now I'm gonna get mine. Did you ever go through something like that?
Not really. I did kind of balance it, because one thing about me is growing up, my dad was really strict, so I didn't party, I didn't smoke weed, I never ditched a day in my life. I was very go to school, play sports type thing. So when I moved, with my mom, my dad wasn't there no more. I was like, all right, I could. And in Reno, I don't know if you know Reno, Nevada, it's like a mini Vegas.
Yeah, it's a stop before Vegas. Yeah, isn't Pine the one with the peas right there?
It's actually up north. It's far. It's kind of far from Vegas.
State line.
It's
Sorry.
Sacramento,
Okay,
Northern Cali. It's to Lake Tahoe right there.
Okay.
So I went over there, and I had little cousins. They were younger than me, but they would party and stuff. And so I go, and I'm like, oh shit, I could party now.
How old were you?
I was 17.
Okay.
Just graduated, and and it was hard because I had a whole different plan. I was supposed to go to college at Chafee and be a dentist, and I had all my books. This all happened the day before I was supposed to start school. I pretty much was on my dad's iPad and caught him cheating on my mom, and she was there. Pretty much we left, we went to Reno, and it was the summer, and we were there for the whole summer, and then we went back to fix things before I started school. And the day before school, yeah, like I snooped and I seen some shit, and I was like, I'm gonna tell my mom.
Oh shit.
So I told my mom, and then she was like, they got in a big fight, and then we ended up leaving. Like we were like, she tried to fix it. My mom did, but it didn't work. So we left again. And then yeah, that's when I was like, I could have went that route. I did kind of party a little bit. That's when I became a stoner mostly though, like because I wasn't allowed to smoke weed. So when I went, I was like, okay, my mom's a stoner, so I started smoking with her. And I did get a little taste of it, but I always kind of just I knew what I wanted, like I knew I wanted to be successful, like wanted to have things, that's like the way my dad taught me, like you gotta work for what you want and stuff.
Yeah.
So I would say nah, I didn't really lose focus in that way, but there did come a time where I was like, okay, I can't keep living for everyone else, like, cause
Yeah.
I was taking care of my brother and my mom and my sister in and out. Like, I was paying for the apartment. I could barely put food on my brother's plate because I was like paying for the rent. And my mom and sister would come through and like they wouldn't help. So there came a point where my brother got older. He's 17 now, and so I was there from when he was like 9 till he was 14. And then when he was 14, I was like, hey, my lease was up. I was struggling. And I'm like, hey, my lease is up. And that's when I really got into my music. And I'm like, I'm moving back to Cali. And they're like, what? My sister, mom, everyone's like, what do you mean? I'm like, my lease is up. I got my brother with me. Like, I'm going to leave. Like, you guys want to come or not? We're going to go stay at an aunt's until I could get a place. If you guys want to come, you have to help, because what I could do out there in Nevada, I can't do here. So I told him, like, I'm not happy here because I wasn't happy. Like Nevada, shout out Reno, Nevada, the biggest little city. It's cool, but it's not like this has always been home, like the palm trees and the beach and the city and like me chasing my dreams. Like I wanted to be here. So there came a point where I was like, I need to choose me. And I brought everyone with me, packed up a U-Haul. We went to go stay at an aunt's. I paid $200 a month for a storage, like with all my furniture, like. And then they all left. Like slowly, my mom went back, my sister went back, my little brother, like he did try to like ride with me, but we had to like share a room, and we were in Hemet. He didn't want to go to school in Hemet. So he went back, and that's when I could have went back too, but I was like, I'm gonna stay. My brother is old enough now to like he lives with one of my cousins. So that's kind of where I chose myself, and that's why I'm here and I'm doing it. And I kind of came to the realization is like, you can't help anyone till you help yourself,
Sure.
because I was doing it, but I wasn't happy. And like, that's why I'm here. And I know there will come a time where I'm good and I'm like, all right, come on, like come through, like I got you. But
Okay. All right. Now, wanted to ask, how old were you when you started writing music?
That's a good question. I would always sing when I was little. I wrote like 2 little corny songs when I was a sophomore. I had a little keyboard and I tried to write some songs, but they're corny, like because I didn't have no experiences. So I think I started really writing when all that happened, when I was 17, probably 18, probably a little bit after, like 18. I was really mad, like I don't know, just when things change and you can't make sense of it, I was like upset. And so I put a beat on because I know I love to sing, but I just didn't know where to go with it.
Okay.
So I put a J. Cole, I looked up J. Cole type beats because I really liked him at the time. And I found a little slow song, and then I wrote about my dad, like, the whole experience. And I found another song I wrote a lot of like deep stuff at first. And it was around that same time, like 18.
Okay. And if you don't mind me asking, how old are you right now?
26.
Oh, you're young, girl. Okay.
I'm almost 30. Gotta round
Man,
up. Gotta round
you
up.
tripping. It's. I don't mean this in a bad way. It's kind of funny. You know how like everything's a trend. Like there's always different trends and
Yeah.
phases and fads in life,
Like,
right?
I'm just a chill girl. That's a
all,
trend.
all that, chill guy, all that, right? So there's trends in life, right? There's always trends. But one of the things I've seen in my life that's always been constant, 'cause, like I haven't really been writing right now, but I can write really, really good poetry, right? And
Okay.
when I was like 15, 16, I was trying to rap, right?
Okay.
And it's funny. It's kind of funny because I was thinking about it right now. I feel like all the like trends in life, right? One thing that's always constant is like kids in the hood are always trying to write music, and I
Yeah.
think that's just one of the ways that we must like how do you say, like,
Cope.
we cope. We get to speak out about the pain, about what's going on in life,
Yeah.
and that's one of our like outlets, right?
Mhm.
And yeah, so right now I was just like, damn, that's one thing that's never, like, it's like rap isn't just some like trend. It's not just some phase. It's something that's like been around for however long it's been around,
Yeah.
and it's probably something that's going to just be eternal, forever.
Definitely.
So that means you get to be a part of something that's forever. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So so basically, your family inspired you, and your childhood inspired what all the whatever happened. That's what inspired you to write music, right?
Yeah, just letting it out. I was very I'm one to very hold my emotions in a lot, so I don't know, I went through that and I was like, what do I do, and I just put a beat on and I fucking wrote that shit like instantly, and I was like, wow, like I guess this is what I need to do. And then from that, just from letting out emotions, it kind of became a thing. Like once people started believing in me, I was like, okay, like maybe I'm meant to do this, like so it went from just my emotions to like maybe other people's emotions, and like I don't know, just giving people something like an outlet, like maybe some people can't put their feelings in a song, but they could hear mine and like, feel it. So it became more than that eventually.
That's dope. So I know you like J. Cole, but like who were your biggest influences in your music?
I kind of went through a lot of different phases, I guess, with my music. Like I liked a lot of different genres at different times. So like growing up, my parents they would always play the oldies. Brenton Wood, rest in peace, Brenton Wood, Smokey Robinson, Mary Wells. Like like growing up, because my parents wouldn't play like they wouldn't like us hearing like too much cuss words or whatever, so they played that. So like it's good music for us to hear. So I love oldies, and then I get a little older. My dad would play rap, so I love Tupac, I love Warren G, Nate Dogg, like I know my old school shit, like, and that's probably the most like I bumped that the most, and then I get a little older and I started listening, the 2000s R&B.
Well, I
Like we
definitely love
got
the 2000s.
like Usher a little bit. Mariah Carey. I like the singers Mariah Carey, Alicia Keys. I like Bruno Mars, like from everything B.O.B. Like it's just a big wide range. Drake, Rihanna.
Okay.
So I had that phase, and then got a little more older, and I like EDM, like house music, Tiesto, Galantis. Like I kind of I feel like little genres. I went through phases, and now like the new stuff. I don't really keep up with it much, but there is some like I like Drummer Boy, King Little G, like the Chicano like artists. Like I do bump some of them. Yeah, but mostly old school. I love old school music.
So before I forget, talking about Chicano artists, so I was listening to that first song on Spotify. I think is it I've Been. So it's funny because all right, so this is one of the studios where Lefty Gunplay is recorded, right? And you know how that so his most famous track right now with Kendrick Lamar is just crazy,
Scary, spooky.
Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious, right? Well, when did you make that song I've Been?
I wrote that. Well, I dropped my album. When did I drop my album? I don't even know. A couple months, like almost a year ago. Okay, that song's pretty old.
Okay, so it's all love to Lefty because I know him, I know OTR, I know Sola. Shout out to all of them. Shout out to the record
I
spot.
say spooky in there, huh?
You say spooky bitch, and I was like, hold up, she said that shit first.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
So I'm gonna post that shit because I heard I was listening to it right now. I was like, oh shit. I was like, technically, she said that shit first.
That's right,
You know what I mean?
spooky.
You started the spooky shit. You started that spooky trend.
Yeah, that song is definitely like a darker type vibe, So I think when I was writing that, I'm like, yeah, spooky.
What was the inspiration behind that song?
That song, Chill Like a Villain. I think the beat actually is by Blanco Beats. So shout out Blanco Beats. Hey, when I'm looking, do I look at your phone?
Yeah, you can
just looking right at the camera. Hey, what's up, guys? How we doing?
Yeah.
Hopefully everyone's tuned in.
I hope so.
All right.
I hope so.
But anyways, Blanco Beats, he sent me that beat, and his beats are kind of like darker, like but upbeat still. And so yeah, he sent it, and I don't know, it just kind of came. Like I think I started with I really like the part where I say, I do this for me, and I will succeed. I wrote that first.
Okay.
And then kind of just the other parts were like, I don't know. That one really didn't have no meaning behind it. It was kind of just feeling the beat and just going with it.
So I gotta ask, do you still sing?
I do sing. Yeah, I'm actually trying to focus more on my singing lately.
Are you? You should. Shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, so like I always love to sing, but how I told you when I first started writing about my experiences, rap came out, and I didn't know why. Like I never knew I could rap until I did it, and I was like, oh shit, I guess I'm rapping, But I think it's like I could say more, and like I feel like I was mad at the time, you know, like a lot of my other songs, like on my album too, you could hear I'm talking a lot of shit, you know, and it's because of my mentality at the time. I was very mad at the world, and
I feel that.
you know, so that's just what came out. But now, like the oldie, I don't know if you heard the oldie I just released.
Not yet. I will. I will though.
Just kidding. But nah, that's all singing, you know.
Yeah.
And it's because I do a lot of lowrider shows. So and I could sing. I know I can, but it's just I have more fun with rapping. Like, but I mean, I need to get in my like lover girl era and start singing more. No more talking shit.
No,
like
no
I'm
more?
done talking shit. Well, it's just someone makes me mad.
What I mean, whatever comes from the heart, you know, whatever works for you.
It's just my mood. You know, you never know.
I'm sure you'll go through phases, and I mean, I'll say, I don't think I know of any songs where like a female artist sings and raps. There probably is some, but I can't think of any popular ones.
It's not very common. Like either they're good at one thing or the other, you know.
Yeah. So I mean, sounds like what you just did right now. Sounds like you could do both.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Well, you might have to spit a little more. Wait, that's another question. Do you flow?
Like freestyle?
Yeah.
When I'm drunk, like with the friends.
I think freestyle is another form, and like another art form. I don't know what it is.
I think it's because it's on the fly, you know. Like
it's crazy because I feel like people think I feel like people think rappers are dumb and not smart, right? But sometimes no, I'm not saying I think that.
Nah, yeah, they don't take them serious.
People don't take rappers seriously, right? But like when you think about the creative process, right? One of my best subjects in college was English, right?
Okay, yeah.
So I have a way with communication. I have a way with speaking. I can write papers for days, right? So for me and someone who I could write, like I could write a full like 2-page poem in like 10 minutes, and that shit'll bang, right?
Okay.
That shit Loverboy shit, Loverboy era shit, right? I could do that shit all day, right? But to be able to do that and to know that I can't flow, I know that that's a whole nother type of like wavelength right there.
Trying to make it sound.
One thing I've never been able to do is flow, and so when I see people flow, I'm like, bro, you're intelligent like on another level. Like that's like there's like a different part of the brain that's being accessed at that moment, right? So I just wanted to ask, you know, if that's because it's just on another level. And if you could do it drunk, by all means.
Well, what I mean by that is like freestyling. I feel like it's like on the spot, you know, like you gotta think of what you want to say, you gotta think of it quick, and you gotta make sure it sounds good. That's hard, you know. For me, I need to really sit down and write my shit, and like I'll even like, you know what I want to do is post like the videos, because I'll record like a video of me on Snapchat when I first make a song, like just to remember the melody, just to remember how I sang it, you know. And then if I go to the like official recording when it's done, it sounds different because I gotta find my tone, you know. And so I feel like freestyling, it's like you gotta find it right away, and like that's hard for me. I gotta like mess around with it a little bit, you know.
Sometimes I get skeptical of artists because when I see them freestyle for like 3 minutes straight, I'm like, motherfucker, you have that memorized.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no fucking way.
For real.
That shit just came out like I'm like, what?
Maybe.
But even then, if you can memorize a full like verse like that, like that's crazy too.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I don't think they're memorized probably just off the dome, you know? Like some people are like they won't. I heard of people that won't write songs. Like they'll just go in the studio and
I think Future is one of those guys. I've heard that he just goes in and he freestyles in that.
Does he?
Maybe.
Yeah, see, I wish I had that skill, but probably I'd write a lot of songs a lot quicker, you know?
Probably. So, okay, one thing I've never been able to, okay, can you explain melody?
Melody.
Not really?
I think like, kind of because I just said it earlier, find the melody. I think it's just the way that you're singing the song, right? Like
it's also like the way you write it too, right? Because like, okay, so like rap is rap, right? But there has to be a melody in the rap, right? And for it to fit like a song structure or whatever, right? Because I could, like I said, like I could write poems, but it's not like if you can't rap it because it doesn't have melody, right?
Yeah.
So like I've like researched it, I've looked it up, and like I've seen shit, and I'm like, I still don't know.
I think for you, like if you're, you know, with your poems trying to make it have a melody, here's the ant. If you're trying to make it have a melody, you gotta make that shit rhyme.
Yeah, always,
you know, like
always.
if it rhymes, you can find a melody. You just gotta find a beat. You know.
I've thought about like making like poem books. You know what I mean?
That'd
poem
be cool.
Books, you know.
You got any poems off the top of your dome? Dang, bars.
Nah,
come on,
no,
what you got?
They're in my phone. They're in my phone. Maybe I'll show you later.
You know what? We need to. get our
Let's go.
mangonadas
Let's
right
check
here.
it out. Let's check it out.
Because Titi's Drip, shout out Titi's Drip. She's probably
Shout out
watching
to
like,
Titi's
where's
Drip.
this shit at? All right, hold on. Don't mind me. All right, let's see what we got here. Because I'm over here drinking my tea, and I'm like, you could be drinking this.
Okay.
Boom.
Ooh. Okay.
Got the logo right here. Hey.
Hey, what's good though?
Shout out to my first official sponsor, and she's also like a family friend to me. So
is this mine?
Yeah, that's yours right there.
What do I do? Do I eat it? Do I drink it?
Both. Wait, cheers first. That's my rule.
Cheers. Let's
cheers.
Go. I don't even.
Let's see. It's clogged, huh?
It is.
Mmm.
Damn.
So shout out Titi's Drips.
I don't want to give it like a full blown suck because it's like pretty embarrassing.
Suck that shit. Come on. What you got?
Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta weak at the camera.
He's like, you don't want to, but he does. Okay, I have the snacks here. Yeah. Don't forget about the snacks, all right?
Okay, yeah.
Well, we'll do the drinks for now.
Okay.
And homegirl hooked us up. Shout out Titi's Drips.
Shout out to.
We got the Toasty Locos. And we got everything right here, so stay tuned, you guys.
Shout out to the heartburn that I'm getting tonight. Let's go.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Let's go. Oh, real quick. Hey, can you get a video of this real quick? Hey, shout out to the homie YG Tacos Al Joven. Check him out. Panorama City. Let's go.
Shout out.
Shout out to everybody. Oh, real quick. Shout out to the homie Chris Crail. He's an MMA judge. He shouted me out on his podcast last time. So I'm shouting you out, dog. Shout out to the homie. Shout out to my cousin Ink Dress at Ink Dress Art Studio. Does all my tattoos. You've got to check them out. I tell everybody, look at this shit. You know Dragon Ball Z? Look at this shit.
Dang.
Look at that shit.
Hey, is that cover up right
there? That's a cover up.
What you had under there?
It's just the Chinese symbol for strength.
Oh, okay.
And I mean,
you cover it. You're tired of it?
It just looks so plain, and it was one of my first tattoos, and I was just like, I can't. Like, it's not. I still have one more session to go.
Okay.
So yeah, shout out to my cousin Jackie and Andres. I still have one session to go. Dude, I have my whole back.
Yeah? What you got? Show him.
Let's see.
Come on. You're like, hey, who's getting interviewed here? Me or you? All right, you guys, check it out. Did he do all that or a different artist?
So he finished someone else's work.
Okay.
And then he did the demon by itself. He did that one recently.
Okay.
The one that's coming out of the skin like that.
Okay.
He did that one.
What's up?
Yeah, that if I could go.
And that's what's up.
I've been through a lot of pain in my life, but I feel like if I could go back, I would have never started the back piece.
Why? It was painful? What?
This tattoo, I fell asleep.
Okay.
Right. The only other painful tattoo I've ever had is this snake right here on my chest.
Okay.
The chest hurts. And I think I smoked some weed that day, which I heard is really bad.
You're extra sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you're in your head.
Oh no. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So yeah. I mean, I'm grateful for my tattoos. People always like, why do you have demons on your back? I'm like, well, it's just my back is like a depiction of like love and war, heaven and hell, good and evil. You know what I mean? So I have a angel ripping a demon's head, and then I have the demon coming out of my skin. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Okay. I've been through some shit. I've been through some shit, and just like you, I'm grateful to be where I'm at today.
Yeah.
I have a lot to learn. I have a lot to grow into, but we here. You know what I mean?
Well, look, for you to be doing a platform like this for artists, that's a big thing. Like, you're doing something right.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Because it's more like it's not really. I mean, you're running the show and stuff, but it's kind of like you're putting other people out there. So it's not all about you, So for you to take the initiative, the time, and the investment to do that, like, it's a good thing. Like, we're thankful. It's cool.
In 2022, I had already, I don't know, like 15 episodes, and someone was like, "Did you know that most podcasts die off after 10 episodes?" And so I think I'm like 36 or 37 in. My homie that I mentioned, Chris Kale, he's got like 67 episodes. There's other podcasts, like shout out to Hood Socks, he's got like 300.
He does a lot.
There's other ones that have like 700. There's guys like Joe Rogan. I think he does sometimes like 2 a day.
Dang.
But he gets paid for that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Oh, real quick, one thing I want to say, other than my sponsor shout outs, I want you guys to know that like the way I set this platform up is like I don't have commercials on here, so you guys don't have to listen to no bullshit.
That's right.
It's just us all this whole time, and then other than the sponsors, that's about it. but there's some like popular podcasts. I guess they get paid by the commercials.
Maybe,
And so I'm like,
yeah.
dude, this is fucking annoying. It's
Yeah,
like
they're
always
putting a
shit
lot
I
of
don't.
stuff.
It's always shit I don't need. I don't give a fuck. Like I
Yeah.
don't want to hear it, but
sometimes they do it multiple times throughout the
yes,
podcast
I'm
too.
like, bro, really? Like,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's like some like house loan shit or like I don't know. It's just or some dog food. You know what I mean? It's just random shit.
Nothing that makes you go, ooh.
Well, I will say Joe Rogan has one about it's called Black Rifle Coffee. I do drink that coffee.
Oh shit.
Hopefully none of my church friends are watching because we don't drink coffee. But
damn, sinner.
Woo!
Sinclair.
You know what I always tell people? Okay, is that part of your name, Sin? Is it?
Yeah, but not in that way, you know?
Okay.
But
So I gotta ask,
Sinclair.
did you do the money sign because someone already has Sinclair?
No, I did it because I wanted to look cool. I'm not gonna lie. You know, like if you were to write my name Sinclare, it just looks boring, you know? So I was like, you know what? Let's put a $sign because we're all about the money over
There's
here.
an E
you know?
at the end? I didn't even realize.
There's 3 at the end.
Sinclair.
And then there's a capital C in the middle too.
Okay.
It's hard for a lot of people to get right, you know? Whatever. There will come a day they know.
I have the same experience with my name. So like on Instagram it's Dreh Cuts, right? But there's an H. And then there's an H in Dreh Talks, there's an H in Dreh Cuts, there's an H
people
in Dreh.
Just put Dr. Dre.
When I used to tag.
They're trying to Dr. Dre it, huh?
Well, yeah.
Just no H.
No, yeah. So I used to tag, right? And so growing up, I didn't want my mom to see Dre everywhere and be like, this motherfucker. Like, so I put an H thinking I was slick, right?
Oh, okay.
So now people can't get it right. They call me Drew.
What?
I'm like, how does the H after an E equal Drew?
Man,
like, I don't. It's cool. It's cool. Shout out to everybody.
I knew what it was.
That's right. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? So, or they're like Dreh.
Oh, they're like Dre.
They're like Dre, you know. So
people just always, you know.
It's all good. I ain't tripping.
Whatever.
I ain't tripping. But let's get back to you. I think you might have mentioned what was the first rap song you wrote? What was the title?
First rap song. Depends. My first ever.
Angela, I can't fucking.
I can't get it. Can you get it or no?
No.
Hey, we're gonna have to go off camera and like.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, make me look fucking.
It'd be like that with the Michi, like even the Michi cups too.
Oh, okay,
you know?
okay. She makes those too.
I don't know. Maybe she probably will throw down a Michi for me.
I have a homie named Ink Chunkies.
I've heard of him.
Have you heard of him? He has his own michelada stuff. That's the homie. I just seen him at a.
Or you gotta bite it. He's gonna bite it a little bit and get that shit out of there. I'm ready. Oh, whoa.
That's why.
That's the trick. I didn't want to get all crazy. Oh shit.
Whoa.
Hey, turn the camera on me.
Damn.
Right here, let's do it. Cheers now.
Cheers.
We'll do it like official drink.
Let me try it again. No, this is like.
Mm.
Oh, there we go.
That's that shit right there. TT's drip. Don't trip. Hey, she's up in the high desert too. Shout out Victorville.
Victorville, right?
The high desert right there.
We got it.
Oh shit, mine got clogged again.
We made it. We made it. We made it. All right.
Hey, don't forget about these.
Yeah. Oh,
don't be like, all right, Sinclair, you gotta go, and then.
All
right.
Yeah. And then whenever you're good, you're good. You know what
He's
I'm
like, I'm good.
No, whenever So, a couple of quick things. What do you think about music right now?
Something else. I don't know. I don't really listen to it. Like, I don't really listen to a lot of new stuff.
You know, my Spotify playlist, right? Other than like your songs, other than some of like the lefty songs I like, the Chito Rana songs I like, the Blanco songs I like, the Bozo songs I like, all my other shit, like my 2 other playlists, it's all old music. Like or either that or I'll put like Little Baby on Pandora. You know, actually today I was listening to like Shy Glizzy.
I think I've heard of him.
I've heard like one song of him I liked back in the day, but I couldn't find it. But I was just listening to it. It's hard. Like when I work out, I have to listen to music, and right now it's been hard because like I can't find like. It's like it's either that or like I bump like the same songs over and over again.
That's how I am.
Which after a while, like it starts to get like. I even put on country when I work out sometimes. What? I get in my field. I sing a little country, you know. And
let's hear it.
later. But like it's whatever I guess whatever I can identify with.
Just trying to find something new.
Whatever and so it's hard to find new shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I will say some of the good songs I listen to come out of this studio right here.
I haven't recorded here, but I see a lot of people work here.
If the homie's outside right now, I'm gonna introduce you to him, the owner of the spot. He's super solid. Okay, cool. Also, before we get back to
I have to record a track right now.
Let's go. Before we get back to more questions, what do you think about what's going on in the world right now? I gotta ask. Wait, some people get uncomfortable, but it's like,
what's going on in the world right
now? California wildfires.
That shit is crazy. It's crazy, and I feel like. For me, like it sucks because when it's not close to you, when it's not close to home, I feel like some people may like not even pay attention to it, you know? And for me, like it's not close to me. Like I have people call me like, "Hey, are you okay?" Like from other states, you know? And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." But like at the same time, like it's on my mind, you know? Like it's sad to see a lot of people like, just lost everything. Even I really like, I don't know how to pronounce her name, Janae Aiko.
Yeah, Janae Aiko.
She lost her mansion, you know, and so it's not even just like random civilians. It's like even people with money, like they're losing everything, and it's one of those things that you can't control. You know, it just happens, and you don't really know why. I know there's conspiracies going on.
Oh, there's hella conspiracies going on right now.
A lot of conspiracies. I don't know. For me, I just think fires because I have my grandpa. He has a ranch up the Cajon Valley, and he had a house. You know, growing up, we go visit. It's a big ass house. It burnt down 3 times. And my grandpa builds houses, you know, so he kept rebuilding it. It kept burning down. So for me, like with the whole conspiracy thing, I'm like, because I seen my grandpa's ranch just keep getting burnt down, you know. So fires are crazy, especially with the trees and the area it's at. Yeah. It's up the mountain, right? Like that shit's spreading. And like I believe it, you know. It's
the only thing I want to say about that, and like I listen to a couple, like say Joe Rogan or this dude named Manny Frisella, him and his boy, like they're not conspiracy theorists, but like they'll bring it up once in a while, right? And so I listen to it, and I don't really believe in conspiracies, but sometimes I do question shit. Like with the fires, I think some of them were started by brush, right? By the winds and the brush, right? But like 4 of them, they've caught guys like homeless dudes starting fires. Now here's my fucking question. Why are random homeless dudes randomly fucking starting fires during winds? They don't want to fucking burn down.
Like excitement. They're excited.
What the I don't know. Like there was a part of me that was like, is someone paying these motherfuckers to start these fires?
So you think the government's like, hey?
Well, because then they're staying and they're getting caught. Like if I lit a fire, I'm out. I'm gone. I'm not gonna say
maybe they're on a sick one, you know?
Well, yeah, people
probably be like, "Oh, all these fires! Like, let's do some more! Like, fuck it,
let's make some fucking s'mores
and
right
now. Let's just kick it, you know? Like, I think maybe that's why. Like, some people just don't care, like, you know. But it's sad though, you know. Shout out to everyone. I kind of want to do something. I've seen a lot of artists like doing things, you know. I want to do something. Still deciding if it's like make like a meal, make some soup, you know, or if it's like try to throw an event, you know, and have people bring donations. Yeah. I don't know. I want to do something though, because it's sad to see.
I saw a lot of people. I've been seeing people posting about it for all week. I didn't really just for anybody listening, I didn't really say anything about it. I just letting everything play out. Whatever I can do to help, I'm gonna do to help. Yeah. But I'm not gonna like post it because that. Yeah. I will say shout out to LA Icon. Yeah. Shout out to Icon. I seen him at these fights on Saturday, and the first thing he said was, "How are you and your family doing? Is everybody okay?" Mm-hmm. And I don't really know him, right? But I was like, "Damn, dog! Like that was really cool for him to ask that." So shout out to Icon. Yeah. Like my cousin, her work building got burned down. Her kids' school got burned down in Altadena. Wow. Other than that, like my sister and her boyfriend, their power was out, but they live out in like SGV. Okay. But so they were kind of affected, but no, I don't think anybody I know was really affected. I don't know anybody in Pacific Palisades or any of those places, but yeah. One of the other conspiracies is that all of a sudden all this Hollywood shit's getting burned down, and they're like, where So I don't know. We'll see.
P Diddy, just kidding.
No Diddy. I think I just seen.
Hey, shit's getting crazy. Though,
I just seen there's a new allegation.
What you got?
Another Jane Doe coming forward.
Oh, with P Diddy?
Yeah, with P Diddy.
What's she saying?
I don't even know, but I don't. You know what's weird? Okay, there's a show that 50 Cent made. It's called Power. Have you heard of Power?
I've heard of it.
Okay.
I haven't watched it though.
So in one of the spin-offs, right, the kid meets this like rich white dude that's in like the entertainment industry, and they have these parties where there's like a bunch of orgies and like they're doing like weird shit, like guy on guy, guy on girl, right? And then
Oh my god.
I think he mentioned something about like kids at some point, right? But it's weird because this isn't the first time I've heard where like rich people that have all the fucking money in the world, they get bored of like regular sex and they start doing like weird shit. I'm just like, dog, if I was rich as fuck, I would just, not trying to be inappropriate, but be with as many girls that I could. Like fuck all that other shit. Like fuck all that weird shit. Like
I don't know. It's like something else, the sickness and evilness. I think it's evil for you to like have that mindset. You know, you want to fuck around with kids and like on some weird shit. Like I think you have to be a different breed. You know.
Yeah, you know.
So
I have a kid, dog, and that's like my biggest fear. And like, I love my kid. You know, I might not be the best dad in the world, but if anybody ever touched my kid, like I'm going to prison.
Fuck yeah.
That's it. I'm going to prison. Like you got me fucked up, right?
Yeah.
And so that's like I can only imagine. You know what I'm saying? No kids yet?
No kids for me. Nah.
Okay.
No babies.
Maybe one day.
I don't know, to be honest.
You got cats.
I love my cat. I have a cat. His name is Alliance.
Alliance. Okay.
It's weird, huh?
I always talk shit to people that have that have cats. I'm like, you must have toxoplasmosis. You know what that is?
What is that?
Toxoplasmosis is this like parasite that cats have.
Oh,
like,
I heard of that.
So say you clean his shit and like
it
you
goes
don't
in
wash
your
your hands and it makes you do crazy shit.
I heard some shit like that.
It makes you get more cats.
Yeah.
It's all this weird shit.
No, it's not true.
I gotta tell you. And people always tell me, why don't you fuck with cats? I'm gonna tell you why. All right, this is what I heard. All right, cats are savage. Say you have a cat and a dog, and you die, right? And that cat and dog don't have any food. The dog will wait at least 2 weeks before it fucking thinks about eating you. You know how long the cat's gonna wait?
2 days.
24 hours.
What? That's a proven fact. They tested it.
It's real. It's real.
The cat's gonna eat
cats
you?
Are fucking savage.
I talked about this with someone. Like cats are unpredictable. You know, like that's the one thing. Like they're cute and I love my cat, but there's times where he fucks me up, and I'm like, what the heck did I do? You know,
really?
like one time, like I was just chilling on my bed with my arm like this on my phone, and he like wrapped his whole body around me and like bit me and scratched me, and I was like, what the heck? Like, so that's one thing with cats is they're like, you know, tigers. They're like mini lions. I feel like dogs are kind of like dummies, you know.
Some of them, yeah, for
Some
sure.
are smart, but they're like little cuddly, cozy dummies. You know, cats are crazy.
I have a Siberian Husky. She's savage. She be fucking like.
She gets mean too, like a cat.
She can, but she'll growl, right? But I've seen her fucking scare people, right? But she's fucking scared of cats.
Oh,
they like lift their paw at her and she starts screaming. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, oh yeah. So
that's how it is.
Yeah, it's weird. And I'm like my dog where I live. There's coyotes. My dog will try and chase those coyotes, but she won't fuck with the cat. But she'll like keep going up to the cat, and like
play.
She'll keep going up to it, but it'll keep scaring her. I don't know. It's fucking weird.
Little.
Yeah.
Little paws.
One more thing about the Diddy shit.
Oh fuck.
when they brought forward Jay-Z's name, for the longest I've been saying, not to people, just to myself, if there's an Illuminati, Jay-Z and Beyonce are it.
Oh yeah, I definitely heard about that.
They're it.
I don't trust them.
They're it, you know.
But a lot of them, man, it's scary. And what's scary is that's the type of shit I'm trying to go into. You know, I'm trying to be up there, like at that level, and it's like I'll be like, hey, you guys are all crazy. Like,
I mean, there's always ways to stay true to yourself. You know
well, of course, you know, I don't like. I'm not scared of like falling into it, but I'm scared, like, you know, because what if I want to work with like these artists, but it's like, nah, like you guys are kind of
have a bodyguard at all times.
Crazy, like it's a whole other thing we have no really idea about. So it's scary.
So I just want to shout out Titi's Drips. I can't stop drinking this. This shit's fucking fire.
Hey, we got any like people on the live or what?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we got any comments in there, girl? Who's up in there? Drop a comment if you're on the live. Let me shout you out.
Anybody?
Let me know. Everyone better be in there.
I think my screen's like kind of dark. If you want to like pull it down a little bit, so you can put up the screen brightness if you want to. Hopefully there's people listening. Um, so let's talk about creative process a little bit.
Okay.
Let's see. When you write your lyrics, like
That's a good question. Yeah, because like my album is mostly like I was mad, like I said.
yeah,
I'm going through
so what
shit,
happens when you're not mad no more?
cheating, breakups, fake friends, but now it's kind of like I do have a more peaceful life,
You
I'd
said
say.
cheating?
I got cheated on.
A guy
Yeah.
cheated on you?
Oh,
What
yeah.
a dumbass.
Yeah. But like that kind of, because like I started writing about my parents, but I didn't take it serious. Like it was mostly like just emotion. And then I got with that guy and I was with him for 2 years and I didn't do music. Like, I don't know why every time I'm with someone, I don't do my music. Like, they don't support it. Like, it's just not, and it sucks. That's why, like, now, that's one of my standards is like, if you don't show me that it's an interest to you, my music, I don't want to be with you. Cause I've been with guys where it's just like, I'll do a new song. I'll go to the studio, do a new song, and then they won't even be like, "Hey, let me hear your song you did." They'll just be like, "That's cool," and I'm like,
that's crazy.
And me, I'm not the type of girl to be like, "Hear my song," like shove it down people's throat, So like, I've been with people where they don't ask, and I'm just like, whatever, like, and I just love them so much that like I don't care, I just put it to the side. So that's kind of what happened. Like, I got with him and didn't mess around with the music, and then when we broke up, he cheated on me. That's when I was like, you know what, like, let me try this again. So I started writing about that, and then that's where I'm kind of glad he did that, because that's where I got the confidence, because writing about my parents and like, what I've gone through, I didn't have that confidence. It was kind of just like an outlet, and I felt kind of weird for like letting my feelings out. But when it was the whole cheating on thing, it was like I was like I bossed up, and it was like kind of straight like fuck that, like, and girls could relate. So yeah, that's when I went to like my boss girl era.
You came out with some Amon, remember, do you know that song Amon, Fuck You Right Back? You came out, no? You know that song?
I don't know.
There's a song where he's like, I'll send you a link later, but it's this like stupid heartbreak song where he's like, fuck you. They're both telling each other like, fuck you, like you fucked up on me, like fuck you.
Yeah, like that heartless type thing,
Yeah.
like it makes you stronger, but I try not to be bitter for too long,
Yeah.
because I was bitter, I was upset. That was my first love, and he did me dirty, like multiple girls, so and I didn't know for a long time till later. So I was bitter, I was mad, like mad at the world, But go back to your question, what I write about now. Kind of like my dream, I guess, like a lot of my music now is just like wanting to succeed and, putting like time and energy into your passions. I feel like, I don't know, like being an inspiration. I feel like that's what I'm trying to write about.
Some positive stuff, huh?
And I try to avoid like being like in love in relationships, but I feel like because I try to avoid it because I feel like it's a distraction.
But it probably helps.
At the same time, it's like I kind of need it, because like I was like kind of like talking to someone and like I'm able to write songs like that about it. Like, and if I wasn't talking to that person, like I wouldn't have nothing to write about, So it's hard, It's hard to like try to live a peaceful life, but you still need experiences to write about.
It's kind of like with me, like with my poetry, my love type shit. I can write some like right now, but like if I was like inspired, I'll fucking bang out like 2 pages like
it
that.
just goes.
You know what I mean? Otherwise, like I gotta. Now it's like that's one thing with me. Like when it comes to like writing, I'm not really writing right now, but when I do, I never try to force it. When the inspiration hits, it hits, and if it doesn't hit, then I'll just stop because there's no point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me,
I feel that.
there's no point in trying to force it. When you make a new song, you start with the beat or with the lyrics?
Kind of both.
Both?
Yeah, like in the past, the beat for sure. I find a beat right to it, but like the oldie I just dropped, it was more of like I wrote like the beginning of it a while ago, like 2 years ago, to a beat, and then I lost the beat, couldn't find it, and then I wanted to like bring it to life this year, to have an oldie. And I didn't have the beat, and I was like, fuck, I just remember the lyrics, and I needed to add more, and I wrote to it with no beat, and then I went to a producer that I knew is like good with live instruments, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna sing you this song and put a beat behind it, and he did. So like I'd say most of the time I do write on a beat, but lately, like when it comes to that style, like oldies, like I just the other day at work, like my headphones were dead, and I was like, I wanted to write something,
Mm-hmm.
and I just came up with a little melody, and now I have to go have a beat to it. So I guess both,
Okay.
you know,
All right. That's cool.
just depends.
That's cool. I can definitely see that. One of the things I told you about, like when I would try to rap, like I would try to write lyrics, but then when you like write, for me, when you write lyrics, and then you try to go find like a random beat, like you're trying to fit those lyrics that
It's
you wrote,
hard.
like say I listen to like a genuine. Do you know genuine?
Yes, of course.
Say I listened to a genuine song from like back in the day to write a poem, right? And that inspired me. But that's like that beat and that song that inspired me, right? Then I try to go put it like on a different beat. It's like inspired by a whole different like
Yeah.
melody, technically, right? You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Yep. That's the melody thing.
So yeah, I can.
That's why I feel like if you're gonna go that route, you should probably have someone like a producer right there with you to like make it right there. If you can't just, it's kind of hard to find a beat matching your melody. You have
Yeah.
to like form around it.
See, that's why you're the expert.
Nah. Nah. We could make your poem a song though if you're down. Like
I'll
I
tell
feel
you,
like that's what you
you're
need.
talking about pain, right? So in 2022, I was fucking lover boy in love, like
Huh?
fucking like
How long?
on
How
another
long?
level, right? But she broke up with me, right? I wrote like the sickest fucking lyrics in this poem I've ever fucking seen in my life, but I don't know what I did with it. I lost it, but I had showed it to one of my homies, and he goes, "Damn, dog." He goes, "This is fucking deep." He was like, "Who fucking hurt you, bro?"
Mm.
But and so like now, like I'm not gonna go through that, so like I can't like replicate it, but I mean, I'll show you some stuff later.
Yeah, for
I'll
sure.
show you some stuff later for sure.
That's what's up.
How do you deal with vulnerability in your music? Like is it hard for you to make yourself more vulnerable to opening up on a track, opening up like about what you're going through, or back then was it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, kinda. Like I feel like it's easy for me to put, my she texted me that there's spoons in the bag. You want one? So you can.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Shout out, homegirl. I know
Yeah.
she tuned in.
Woo! Let's go.
Honestly, I'm gonna rip this motherfucker. Let's see. I try and get my muscles in there.
Come on, girl.
Oh shit! All right, here you go. And then like we got some stickers here. Let's lay them out.
She see me over here trying to suck on this thing.
Dang, he's showing us his
Hey.
skills. All right,
Whoa.
TT streams. Nothing. Mic up. Okay, here you go.
Let's go.
TT strips. I'm gonna make you a theme song, girl. We got snacks here too. Let me know when you're hungry.
In a little
How
bit,
long is this podcast? It's gonna be a long time or no? Because there was one podcast I did and I was really like feeling in the zone, and he was like, "All right, that's good. See you later." And I was like, "What the fuck?" So I'm just making sure.
We got time. We got like another hour.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
We good. We good.
All right, cool.
But if I run out of shit to say, you gotta tap in.
All right, bet.
You gotta
I
save
got
me.
you.
You know what I'm saying? But this is cool. Podcasting is interesting and it's hard because like I'm someone who can talk all day, but coming into like a podcast environment, right, and speaking to someone that you've never met in your life and having a full blown conversation
on the
right?
spot.
Like one of my friends, he mentored me and he was like, you can't just be robotic. Like he was like, you got to make it like organic. Like you don't go up to people in the street and say, hey, so what did you right?
Yeah.
And like you got to do it like real, but in the moment it's not always that easy, so like for some of these guys that they just talk shit all day on podcasts, like I'm just like, damn, how do you guys do that shit, like I got a lot to say and I got a lot to ask, but it's still, I'm what, 4 years in, it's still not easy.
I bet.
It's still not easy. But I will say, the more that the guest speaks, the better it is because it helps spark more conversation.
I've seen some where like the guest is kind of just short answered, and it's just like, and then I seen like there was a His Talks one actually, and then I'm not gonna say who he was interviewing, but like homegirl, I say homegirl was just like really short answered, just like not really giving much detail. Maybe it's because they're nervous, you know, or whatever. But I feel like I was watching it and I was kind of like interested to hear their answer, and it was just nothing like short answer, like. And I'm kind of like, but I get it. It's kind of hard to talk sometimes, you know. But
I won't say who, but I dealt with that here in the same room, where like it was supposed to be at least like an hour, and in 20 minutes I shut it down.
20.
I shut it down.
He said, "Shut it down, everybody, go home."
It's just you know, he's kind of the homie. He's cool. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Very talented, but he kind of get like giving like short ended answers, and like when I would like I was like, oh, what do you think about that Diddy shit? He was like, oh, no, I don't know about that. I was like, no, I'm not saying you know anything about it, dog, but like, you know, like I was trying to like spark more and more, and I just kept getting I just kept getting shut down, you know. So and then also I'm sober. I've been sober for 2 years.
What?
And
Hey, right there.
Yeah.
Off everything, like weed,
everything. I don't drink. I was never into weed, but I used to drink and do coke or drink and do dope. Both of them paired together. Paired together. You know, my nose likes things going up it. So I'm sober now though.
You can say things like that
now.
I
used to like I like to party. You know, and for me the party wouldn't stop. That's why I don't drink no more. Right.
Hey, I see you looking at my tea. Just kidding.
If I were to drink today, it'd be like some whiskey.
No, don't make me be the one. Don't make me be the one.
No, you're good. No,
that's good though. That's a good thing. That's something to be very proud of.
You know, I see other people maybe like drink and do coke, right? And I'm like, damn, I wish I could do that, but I can't.
It's just not good for you.
I'm the type, once I start, I don't stop.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just me being honest. People are like, no. I'm like, dog. I'm like, if we drink, we're gonna end up in fucking TJ.
That's how I am. Like,
and you're not going home. And you're not going home, and your girl's gonna be mad.
You're like, you want to drink with me?
So I don't do that no more. And I've done that to a couple of people before. Where they're like, my homies are like, damn, for you party too much, dog. I'm like, I told you.
I feel it. What's the point though? You know, like, you gonna party,
go hard, go home.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Go hard, go home. Yeah, you know
what made you stop though? Like, when do you like that's enough?
I've had hella rock bottoms.
Yeah,
I've had a lot of rock bottoms. One of the times I almost got murked. Almost got murked by some fool from a hood. Another time, the most recent one was more like I ended up just I fell asleep in a warehouse one day, like one night after getting really drunk, and I woke up.
Like working?
It was like
working there?
No.
It's random.
Some shit.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Right place, wrong time. But you know, I fell asleep like in a warehouse, like by the front gate, right? Like inside the warehouse, but it was like December, so it was really cold. So I remember fucking waking up and I felt like there was ice all over my body, and I woke up and I was like, "Fuck this!" I was like, "I'm out," and I fucking took my ass to rehab, for like a month, and you know, I've been sober ever since. But you know, it's I've seen some crazy shit, motorcycle accidents, fucking, I've been jumped. Just a lot of shit, but no, I'm grateful to be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's been a crazy road, and it's funny because like I used to blame my childhood, right? But now I'm like, I'm an adult. I'm like, well, you can't blame that shit no more. All that drama and trauma you're dealing with now is your own shit, you know. And so like one of the only thing I deal with today is like. I still have fucking nightmares about that shit.
Like flashbacks or
I just nightmares. I fucking in my nightmares I end up fucking taking a drink and doing a line, and I wake up like fuck, I fucked up. I think I wake up and I think like I actually did
like
it.
When you think you're late for work and you're like not. In your dreamy work, I feel that. But that's scary.
Yeah, these dreams are fucking so vivid.
That's like, the temptation. That's that's devil testing you. You know. Because people like, hey, they wake up like, hey, I did it in my dream. Might as well do it, right? Yeah,
hell no. My dreams are more of a reminder because like
you wake up and you're relieved, right? Or
hell yeah,
like you're like, oh, it didn't happen.
One of the most recent ones, like I was fucking getting chased by the cartel, like all through the border. Like, who the fuck dreams about shit like that?
That guy. I'm just kidding.
This guy, fuck, trauma. No, but what's your favorite part about writing music?
I think the ending when the song's done.
Like the
When I hear
finished
that
product?
song done, I'm like,
Yeah.
dang. Like there's times where I want to cry, you know, just because it's like, wow. Like
When are we gonna get you on the radio?
hopefully with my oldie, hopefully Angel Baby.
I
You
was
know Angel
hoping.
Baby?
That song you keep telling me about.
He's like, no, Angel Baby. He's like, he took over Art LeBeau's role.
Okay.
And what is it, 93,
92.3
90
or
something?
90s.
Oh fuck, I should have known.
93
92.3, huh?
92.3 or
I
93.
don't know.
I think
Or
it's
is it
92.3.
104.6? I don't know.
I know they keep changing all
The
this shit.
Sunday night slow jams.
They keep. Remember when it was the Art LeBeau show?
Yeah.
That was 92.3.
Okay, that's it then. And now
Yeah.
it's Angel Baby is running it.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Art LeBeau. But he's running it, and this is my first oldie, so and I've performed like a lot of his events, so I'm hoping we get that in the rotation.
How do we get a hold of him?
I could call him.
Just blow his ass. Oh, you have his number?
You could call him.
Shit.
Nah, that's out, huh?
Yeah, nah.
What if you don't answer? Like, I'll just call the homegirl. Pretend you're Angel Baby.
You can call him, put him on speaker, see what we're
No, I think he will. He told me, he said to send the file, you know, but I don't know. I don't like pushing things, you know, but hey, that's my chance to get on the radio. Because a lot of my songs, I cuss in. But that one, no cuss words. So
they can bleep it.
Just,
or they don't like to.
There's just so many cuss words. Like, it's like, bleep, bleep, bleep. You know?
Which ones?
Like, I played, it's like the little, like, underground radio, you know, like online type stuff. I did a song. It was called the Lighted Up song. Have you heard that one?
No, but
Light it up, light it up, light it up. Smoking blunt after blunt. He played it and he bleeped out all the things and it was bad. It was like every second ding, ding, ding. And I was like, oh, man, you know, so that's one thing. If I want to get on the radio, I got to kind of limit that. But yeah, it's hard. I cuss a lot.
Do you? Like in real life?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Huh, girl.
You talk like a sailor?
Not like ratchet, like nasty, but like I'll cuss. Like, what the fuck? Like, hey, bitch. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, like I cuss a lot. Like my parents used to cuss a lot, you know? So like, I don't know. I feel like it adds exaggeration on what you have to say. Like you get to the point, you know? Instead of like, let me think of an example. Instead of like, what the heck? You're like, what the hell?
You remind me.
What the hell?
There's this famous trending sound you remind me of where she was like, do you like to cuss? She's like, yes. Like, what do you like to say? She's like, probably fuck.
What's your favorite cuss word? Some shit like that. Actually, I think I recreated a TikTok of that too.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, what do you? Oh, that's another thing. What do you think about that? 4 more days of TikTok?
You think it's true? I don't know.
I do think it's true.
Why? Now, what's the reason?
Okay, so people think it's because we can't control it or censor it, right? It's not even that. From what I understand and from the multiple sources that I've heard from, right? Like there's some bylines or like bylaws inside the TikTok agreement where it says like we can take your information and store it. And so what it really comes down to, from what I understand, is national security. Now they may or may not be fucking like looking at your shit, but
they can if they want to.
The company that owns TikTok goes back to China, and China is known for doing shit like that. And so like in business in China, not so in America, if you have a business, the government has no say in what you do in your business, right? In China, there's a law that the Chinese government can do whatever they want in your business. Like it's their business. It's not your business. It's their business. Okay. You know what I mean? So they could do whatever the fuck they want, you know? And I'm not talking about the country. Like it's just the government is known for doing shit like that, right? And so it's more of like, it's more of like national security, you know? Because I mean, there's a lot of shit you can do on a phone. Like I don't mean conspiracy shit, but there's like a lot of information you can steal from somebody's phone. We have our whole fucking lives on there. Bank accounts, fucking trust funds, fucking retirements, IRAs, investment accounts, all that shit. You know what I mean? And if some fucking piece of shit hacker can get into your phone, for sure they can.
Yeah,
you know
easy.
what I mean? So I think it's funny when when fools like paranoid fools, like they'll put tape over the camera on their phone.
Oh yeah.
Because
Or like their little laptop.
they think everybody's watching.
Probably.
Yeah, that's crazy, spooky,
Hilarious.
crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
It's not hilarious. Just kidding. No, though it is crazy though. Like that type of shit, I try not to think about too much.
You know,
sometimes you just gotta go with the flow.
I'm kind of happy if it does go away, because I have a bad habit of looking at my phone, and it's one less app.
You're addicted?
It's one less app that I'll look at my phone. You know.
Yeah. Honestly, I had to delete my app because the storage on like my drafts, it was taking up my whole storage. So I haven't been on TikTok for like 2 months.
I kept thinking, oh, if I get like 1 million views, I'll get paid, right? So on TikTok, I got 1 million views.
You didn't get paid?
Didn't get paid.
Not even
because I don't have the followers. You need followers and views.
That sucks.
Yeah.
What was your 1 million views? What were you doing?
Haircut on Chito Ranas.
Oh, yeah. I see you did Lefty too, huh?
Lefty. I've cut Lefty's hair 3 times. Chito twice.
You did a little. You should.
What?
Chito, he should have chopped his little.
Oh, I know. I think he chopped it off.
Did he?
I think he chopped it off.
That's crazy.
I think he did. And now he's like, he has like a slick back. So yeah, he's changing his look. But yeah, that same video on Instagram, I think it got like 750,000, which is cool, you know. But if I could find ways to get paid, like on social media, shoot that shit.
Yeah, that's what sucks, is because I wanted to, because the storage issue for me. I have a lot of stuff on my phone, and that's why I had to delete some apps. And I was planning to get a new phone and start doing TikToks.
Okay.
But now shut down. I'm like, wow. So I'll do YouTube, blogs, how you say?
There you go, vlogs. Yeah. I want to do some vlogging too.
Because I'm pretty funny, you know?
Are you? You have a joke?
No, I'm funny. Like,
a joke.
I have one joke.
Let me see.
This is the only joke I ever say. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
She knows it. All right, here we go. This is the only joke. I'm good. Like, I'm funny, like dad jokes, like on the spot type stuff.
Oh, you got dad jokes?
Nah, but like it has to be in the moment. You know, like you'll be like, like that type of joke, like you know. But this is a joke I have. Ready? All right. So 2 olives were crossing the road. You know it?
No.
Okay. All right. So the 2 little olives crossing the road. One gets hit. Boom. And then the other one was like, "Hey, are you good?" And he's like, "Olive."
Oh.
Yeah, it's a good joke right there.
Are you religious?
Yes, I'm Catholic.
All right. Do you know like some of the Bible? A little bit.
A little bit, not too much.
Are you familiar? Okay, so all right. There's a book in the Bible called Acts. There's a book in the Bible called Acts. Okay. It's one of the books. It's one of the little books. Acts. Okay. So, there's this big house, right? And this lady is asleep. It's the middle of the night. Someone breaks in, and she's fucking scared as fuck. Like she's like I'm about to die. And so the only thing she can think of is to quote scripture. So she looks at the robber and she says, Acts 2:38, and he fucking stops, right? And then she calls the cops and they come arrest him. And the cop tells the guy, "What the fuck happened? Like, what made you stop?" He was like, "Are you kidding me? That crazy bitch said she had an axe and 238s."
Oh shit! He's like, "That's what I'm fucking with." Well, that's your joke. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but did you get it? Though?
Yeah, I get it. I get it. But
I stole that from
I've been
Joel
like, where they at though? You know?
Yeah. I stole that from Joel Osteen.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. But I got hella dad jokes like all day.
I just be like funny, like on the spot, you know, like little, like someone says something and I could say something after it, you know. So
you know what's crazy? So I work out like 5, 6 days a week, right? I have a lot of caffeine in the morning. I can handle it. But sometimes, like, I guess I look really energetic or whatever. I don't do no crazy shit, no wild shit. But like a couple of weeks ago, like my coworker was like, "Hey, fool, one of my clients said he went to you for a haircut, and the haircut was good, but he was asking me if you do crack." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, he thought you were cracked out." I was like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, but I can promise you and guarantee I've never looked cracked out in that barbershop. But you know.
Hey, but some people be like that.
Not everybody has energy, though.
It's too much energy for them to handle. At work, too, I'm pretty sure there's people at work that think I'm on crack, too. Just because I'm like, "Hey, good morning. Like, what's up? Have a good day." You know, like, and some people just be so mad and so sad. Like, they're just, you know, so.
Yeah, I feel that.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, shout out to the haters. I'm not on crack. Okay, Dreh doesn't do crack.
2 years sober.
2 years sober, clean and sober.
That's right.
But I do drink hella pre-workout. So
oh, there it is.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
There it is.
No, but
what about caffeine? You do coffee, Monsters?
No, I don't. Monsters don't really work for me. Red Bull doesn't really work for me. Actually, you know what I just started using? It's this shit called. Have you heard of Neuro Gum? It's this gum that has caffeine in it.
I think I've heard of something like that.
But so like so this is. So like some people have like 3 or 4 coffees in a day, right? It's like 400 or 500 milligrams of caffeine. Okay.
And
some people drink Coke all day.
Oh, soda.
Yeah, soda, which each one has like 70 milligrams of caffeine. So it's not much, but say you drink like fucking.
That makes you amped up though, huh? Like I don't never drink soda to get amped up.
Not me, but here's what I do. Okay, so I have all my caffeine in the morning. So I wake up, I have my coffee, probably like 100 milligrams of caffeine. And I have pre-workout, which is like another 400 milligrams of caffeine.
Like right after you drink your coffee and your pre-workout?
Damn. Within 1 hour of waking up, I have 500 milligrams of caffeine. But I do not have any more caffeine for the rest of the day. Thank you, though. I do not have any more caffeine for the rest of the day.
Okay, so that's fair.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, because...
Would you crash?
If it's a slow day and I'm not doing anything, I will crash.
Be tired.
But sometimes I've learned that I can battle through it. So, like, say I start yawning and I'm like, okay, I want a coffee. If I just sit there and I don't do anything and I don't get that coffee, eventually it passes.
Okay.
So, and then when I'm like, fuck this, and I give in and I go get the coffee, I feel like it never hits anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Mind over matter.
So I just, so yeah.
So every day you like drink your caffeine, like every day.
So if I work out, I have that much caffeine. So on the days I don't work out, which is usually just Saturday, I have coffee and then I have like a Celsius.
Oh, okay.
Or a Ghost or a C4. So that's probably about half. So those only have like 200. So I end up having 300 milligrams of caffeine. Okay. Then I'm tired all day. Yeah. It's not the same.
Well, once you get used to like that, well, me drinking Monsters.
How many a day?
Just one. Oh. And not every day either, but like when I drink a Monster, like I'm feeling a better mood. I'm not gonna lie. And so now that I have that feeling, like when I'm having a bad day and I'm tired, I'm like, I just need a Monster. Like, you get used to that feeling, how it makes you feel. So it's dangerous.
You wanna know some crazy shit? One of my friends is a guy who started Monster.
For real? Hey, I heard of some Illuminati evil Monsters.
No. Oh, that weird, that
something. I heard you flip it upside down or something. Someone told me, and I'm like, dang. Every time I drink it, I'm like,
it's just a claw. It's a claw.
A little devil.
No, it's just a claw.
I don't know. I still drink it though. Just kidding.
Hey, right? Hey, did you know that some dude sued Red Bull because they said Red Bull gives you wings, so he jumped off a fucking building and he sued them?
Because it didn't make him fly?
Yeah.
Wow. Did he win?
Yeah. Fucking rich.
That's what's going on with the world.
Rich.
That's what's going on with the world.
And hey, you know what's fucking crazy? If I was at home, right, and someone broke into my house and I fucked them up or I shot them, I could get sued.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Or even, how you're talking about how, I hate to bring it up again, but like the chomos, like, fucking around with like your daughter, you say, and like if you go kill that person, like you're doing the time. That's out,
That is out, yeah.
Like I seen some posts about that, like someone went and and they're doing like a long time, and it's like, I don't know. So certain shit like that is fucked up.
Yeah, that's.
But what can you do?
Fuck them up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Stay solid.
Don't take this off YouTube. My bad. Is this still up?
Dang. Hey, you got any comments? Yeah? Hold on, we need to get some comments in here. Anything, girl? What you got?
Well, you got for now 10 and you got 8 likes.
All right. Okay. Tapping in.
You've been getting comments. It's homegirl say there's spoons.
Oh yeah. Hey, you mind if I go live on my Instagram too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. All right, just to get more people in it.
Yeah, usually what happens is like after it gets posted like in the morning,
more views,
people, huh? Yeah, it'll jump up.
People be telling me like, "Oh, you didn't tell me." Oh.
I know, right?
So here I am.
There you are. What were we talking about?
Like burnt out right now.
Who you? No, you don't.
Need a filter. Let's see. We're talking about.
I will say though, when we first started, it was like feeling hot, and I was like, "Fuck, I think I'm gonna start sweating," and I was gonna ask him to open the door. Normally, right now, it's loud. because they're recording and you'll hear that shit.
There's nothing right now, huh?
Wow, nobody's recording right now. It's weird.
They're ready
Slow
for
day.
Sinclair to
Fuck.
pull up, huh?
Hey, we're gonna just tell the homie right now what's good though.
Calm down.
Shit.
Let's do this one. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
All right, there we go. That looks good. Okay.
Let me see.
All right.
Yeah,
hey, we're live.
That's right. You have any questions for me?
Let me think.
It's your turn.
All right, let's see. What's your favorite song in the whole wide world? Wait, do you like Tupac?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Tupac song? That's how you really know someone.
Dogs Get Lonely too.
Oh, okay. Good one.
And then oh no, sorry. Uppercut.
I don't think I know that one.
Loyal to the Game.
I don't think I know that one. It's like a one that's not played much, or it's an underground one.
It's popular. He has a song on there called Ghetto Gospel.
I didn't hear that one.
Yeah. So that's that CD. But All Eyes on Me, The Uppercut, Hit 'Em Up, fucking all that shit.
What about my favorite is So Many Tears.
So Many Tears. And
I like that one.
in high school, me and I was like in a video class or some shit, and we were supposed to like make a music video, and I think we did it to that song Smile.
Oh, Smile, yeah, I really like that one. There was a producer, shout out Many Hits. He's a producer out there, and I think he's in Guadalajara right now.
Oh shit.
But we worked together for a minute, and he sent me a beat. And for me, like I don't know, I always kind of find like an oldie in certain beats, you know. So he sent a beat, and I found like I heard Smile in it, so I sang like Smile in there and did a little like verse too. Okay. So I really like that one.
Did I ask how tall are you? You can't tell that you're tall in pictures.
I'm tall.
How tall are you?
But I got big ass heels on too.
How tall are you though?
I would say 5'7".
Oh, okay, all right.
But it's pretty tall.
For a girl, it's pretty tall, yeah.
Yeah, it sucks because there's a lot of shorties out here. You know. So like, am I tall or everyone short?
A little. I mean.
Well, no, I'm tall. I'm fucking tall. I'll admit it. I'm tall. Yeah. If I was just a little bit shorter, like everyone else would be tall. You know?
Yeah, just a little bit.
So
you're like half an inch.
It is what it is.
I think technically I'm taller than you because the doctor said I'm 5'7" and 3/4. So.
They give you the exact shit.
I tell people I'm 5'8". You know what I'm saying?
I say I'm 5'6". Not gonna lie, but I'm being truthful right now on the podcast. I think I'm 5'7".
You tell people you're 5. You tell guys you're 5'6", so they don't get intimidated.
Low key, I'm like 5'6". On my ID, 5'6".
What?
Yeah, it's cuter. 5'7's crazy.
You think like a couple be like, oh, this fucking girl.
You're like, this ain't you.
Get out the car, man.
They're like, this ain't you. Why? Because you ain't 5'6". Damn.
Right? Shit.
Crazy.
You know what's fucked up?
I love you. Huh?
Did you see that? I don't know if you saw a little car outside, the little gray one.
What kind?
No, you didn't see it.
Nissan?
No, it's a little Toyota Celica.
Oh, I think I did see it when I was backing up.
Yeah, I took that shit to get smog last week. That shit didn't pass. It's bullshit. California's really strict.
Why?
California's real strict with like older cars and emissions.
That's out.
We have these fucking wildfires, but I can't drive my fucking car, right?
Yeah, they're worried about the wrong things. So you can't get it registered or what?
No, my homie cleaned something out today, so I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back to the spot in a couple of days. You know? So hopefully that should be cool because that's my little soldier right there.
Yeah.
Back to some questions. Are there any personal rituals or habits that help you get into your creative flow? Like what helps you get in the vibe?
Honestly, no. I could write anywhere. Like I could write, well, not in the club, you know, like with other music, but like I write a lot at work. I'm not gonna lie. At Amazon, a warehouse is loud. It's not the best place to be, you know, but I put my little headphones because they let us wear headphones now.
Okay.
It's the ones that we had to buy through them.
Wow.
And
Are they really good ones though?
No, they're horrible. You have to like really shove that shit in your ear, and they're very quiet. Wow. It's like you listening to your volume. They have it like that on purpose. Yeah, haters. And then there's no voice thingy, so you can't talk on the phone. Oh. But anyways, I listen to my things, you know, and I write at work. I write in the car, home. Like honestly, I don't really have any It just depends. Like, it's mostly, I would say, if I'm really like feeling passionate about something. Like if I'm, I want to write about something, I could write about it anywhere, anytime.
Okay.
And there's times where I'm like, oh shoot, like it's not a really good time to write, but I'm like, hold on, like, and I'll be at work like with my phone right here, the voice memo, because to remember the certain way I sang it, and I'll just record it real quick and then work on it later. Like,
shit. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So what's like the? Oh, well, actually, no. You answered this.
She's so tough.
What?
My little brother talking shit.
Why?
He said she's so tough. What do you mean? My little brother. Shout out to my little brother.
Shout out
on the
what's his name? What's
podcast.
his name?
Steven Jr.
Steven Jr. Huh?
Steven Jr.
Okay. How's he doing? Is he doing good?
Junior, what's up? How you feeling tonight? Let's get you on the live.
Ooh.
He's good. He's a good boy. He plays football.
So wait, where do you stay at right now?
Me?
Yeah.
I stay in Upland.
Upland? Oh shit.
Mhm.
Okay, out there. So wait, you drove to Victorville, then you drove here, or she met you somewhere?
No, she met me like off Sierra.
Okay, I appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you making that drive. At least by the time we finish, there won't be much traffic going back out that way. Hopefully.
To Upland.
Yes.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. Like 45 minutes,
Yeah.
Montebello, like it's pretty close.
Yeah.
I actually went to I went out over here for New Year's.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard of LA, the club? It's like by a golf course.
I haven't been to a club in a long time.
Well, it's cool. I came and partied out here for New Year's, so shout out to this city right here.
Okay.
It's cool. I like it.
Was it Montebello? Yeah. So I used to fight, right? I fought in MMA. My first fight ever was, guess where, in Montebello?
I don't know.
Quiet Canyon. You never heard of that? QC 2020? Oh, that's okay.
What is that?
It was like a club that used to pop, but it wasn't at the club, but it was in the same building,
Okay.
I'm trying to find you something right now. Let me see. Hold on.
Shout out Raider Tommy.
Wait, oh, he's on the live?
Oh, you know Raider Tommy.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get on the live?
You know what's crazy? So I seen him at Star MMA on Saturday. So so I was judging MMA fights, right? So I'm cage side. I turn around and fuck. So at Star, you had Dreh Cuts, you had fucking Raider Tommy, you had Ink Junkies, Fit Junkies, that fool King Made, and LA Icon. You know who King Made is?
No.
He's like an ex cholo who makes tweaker videos. Like he looks
probably,
like he's
probably seen
he always wears like a headlight right here, and his mom's always mad at him. Like, I'm gonna call the cops on you, motherfucker.
Nah, I know you've seen his. Have you seen him?
I know you've seen his videos.
I thought you were talking about the one. I thought you were talking about the one that's like Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ.
I love that.
Yeah, no, not that one. But yeah,
oh my God.
Isn't there some fool that he's a pastor like that? Is that him?
Is it? Probably. He probably is a pastor now.
Oh man.
Eventually they become one.
The internet's crazy. When we were talking about TikTok, I started like a separate like Joe Rogan page to see how many views I could get right before it gets fucking taken down.
Like repost his stuff?
Yeah, so like when I'm listening to his podcast, like when I hear funny shit or like wild shit, like I'll screen record it and then I'll like edit it, and
because his should be long as hell, huh? His podcast.
3 hours.
Yeah.
He has this podcast called Protect Our Parks where he does it with 4 other comedians and they're just talking shit. 4 fucking hours.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm just like,
I tried to listen to one of his at work and it was just like a lot. I was like, I lost focus.
Even like Lucky from Hoodstocks, his are like 2 to 3 hours long.
Some of them could be long, for sure. Man. But he's entertaining. I feel like he has like high energy,
Yeah.
Even if his guests don't really match it, sometimes he'd be like.
I feel that.
It's cool. I enjoy watching his podcast.
Do you?
Yeah.
Here, let me see real quick. Hold on.
I watch have you heard of Jay Shetty?
No.
He's like I don't know. He does like the positive. You know how you said at the beginning, like positive vibes or mental health, whatever. He does a lot of interviews.
Okay.
And that's the main focus. So I like those.
Have you heard of the True Hustle podcast? No. He's popular right now.
I need some more because I work like I'm there for 10 hours a day, and like sometimes I just listen to my earphones all day. So I need podcasts,
one of the bad things about me with cutting hair as a barber, I have ADD, right? So it's hard for me to focus on shit, and so like when I do focus, sometimes I get anxiety, right? So like it helps me to listen to podcasts with like a hair, but then what that does is it kind of like I don't talk to the clients as much. Some of them get offended, some of them don't care. Some of them, like me, if I go to a haircut, I hate when barbers talk to me. Like, dog, I'm trying to fucking chill. Like, you don't need to fucking you don't need to kiss my ass. Like it's cool. Like you're gonna get this money. Just come out here, fool.
Just
You
do
know.
your thing, yeah.
But some people, I guess, they want, especially with the internet saying barbers are
they want a little back
therapists
rub
and
too.
Yeah, like oh man, like come on, dog.
And like, hey, I'm paying $80. Hey, you pay like you charge a lot for your haircuts?
I charge. No, at the shop my haircuts are $35.
Oh really?
40
Shout out to
appointments.
you.
Yeah,
That's
let's
great
go.
because
Let's
they
go.
have some outrageous prices now,
Oh
man.
yeah.
Because like as a female, with the nails and the toes and that, like but with the guys, you gotta cut your hair. Like, you could go without the nails as a female. Like if it sucks. You have little boy hands, but as a guy, you gotta maintain your hair, and that shit's expensive.
I feel like it's easier for a girl to do her nails than a guy to cut his own hair. You get me?
Oh, like for a girl to do her own nails? I did my own nails. What you think?
Okay, you did that?
Yeah, I'm trying to get good. And this is actual lace in there too. It's not like a sticker.
Damn,
It's like a piece
girl.
of lace, like a little piece sticking out.
Just kidding. Shit.
Check out my nails, you guys.
Damn.
They're alright.
So you're multi-talented then?
Try to be, yeah. Try to do nails, try to do music, and what else am I good at?
What else are you good at? Tell
Arguing.
me. You like to...
I like
so
to
you
make
should have
my
been a
point.
lawyer.
I honestly, I watch shows like that, like The Lincoln Lawyer. Have you seen that?
I've seen it, but I've never watched it.
I kind of think I would have been a good ass lawyer. I'm not gonna lie.
Think?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, it would have been cool. That's one thing I want to do, but nah, it's too late now. Why? And then I don't really like, being involved with the law like that.
No?
Nah, like that's not,
Yeah.
I'll just let them do their own thing over there.
Let's see some real quick. I'm trying to see if I can find you a poem, but
hey, shout out to everyone on the live right now.
I haven't been able to. What projects you working on right now? What have you got coming up?
I just dropped the So in Love, my first oldie, and that's a big thing because it's a different type of song. I feel like a lot of people probably categorize me into like rapper, whatever, gangster rap. No, not gangster. I'm not a gangster, but like my music could come off as like a little harsh, So like,
can it?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't get that. I
don't think so. But my family, like a lot of my family members, like don't like my music, like because it's too much. So
one thing.
Whatever.
I've had some podcast episodes where I'm like, I want people to listen, and then they're like raunchy, and I'm like, I fucking hope my dad's not listening, or I hope my fucking. I hope my.
Wait, like interviews?
Yeah, so I interviewed. Okay, so I interviewed this comedian. Mm-hmm. His name's Elias. He's the seated entertainer. I don't know if you've seen. He's this comedian in a wheelchair. And
Elias.
Elias.
We just met him at the club I was telling you about.
That's a homie.
Hey, shout out to you.
I interviewed him on here, right? And we were just fucking chopping it up, talking shit. I was.
He's funny.
He told me some experiences. I told him some of my experiences. And I seen my cousin Jackie when I went to her tattoo shop, and she was like, "Oh my god, I heard that one," and I was like, "AJ, what are you doing?" She's like, "Oh my god."
Oh, you said too much.
That's what this is all about.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what this is all about. Like I can't come on here and just like give it half-ass and tell part of the story. Like my whole life story is on the internet. Like my whole for the most part. Like my life story is condensed into like an hour and a half. It's on the internet, right? Where I tell a lot of the shit I've been through,
Yeah.
A lot of the shit I've been through, and I'm like, fuck it, people are gonna know. People are gonna know, Like I tell people, I'm an Alcoholics Anonymous. Fucking, I'm sober. I'm clean. I used to fuck around. I used to party too hard.
Yeah.
If you party with me, we're gonna end up in Hong Kong and TJ. So don't fucking party with me. It's
not Hong Kong.
Hold on. You click your teeth, right? You click your teeth. But hey, I'm just being honest.
What's up?
Or the strip club, or the fucking cafe, whatever it is. I'm gonna get into some trouble.
Oh,
I'm gonna get into some trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I seen that. Who is that?
Oh.
What?
Ooh, Young Doug.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out Young Doug. He's from La Puente. He's an artist. He's an upcoming artist.
Does he rap with Rowdy Rax?
No, but I'm pretty sure they'll probably have a track soon. Like Rowdy Rax knows of him.
Okay.
But yeah, he's I fuck with him because he's like on his shit. I think he dropped like 2 songs within like 2 weeks. Like that's why I'm always reposting because he's always dropping. You know, so
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Triple OG?
Actually, I think so.
He does like motivational talks, and he's like bald.
Maybe.
And he does like a lot of burpees. He's like one of those.
Oh yeah.
That's the homie. So I was just with his nephew the other day at these fights. So and then Triple OG's kid is he raps with Rowdy Rax. He's one of the other fools that raps with them.
Okay.
Little
something.
I can't remember the name, but he's one of the other guys coming out of Puente.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot. SGV's doing their shit. Shout out Problem the Goon too. He's on here. Oh, our track. They say we got a track coming too. Me and Young Duck.
Okay, what's it called?
Well, actually, that's the thing. You asked like what I have coming. So the oldie just dropped, and I have another oldie. It's called Crying. It's like an oldie styled song. And the person I did it with, shout out to Sean, made that. He's out there in Reno where my mom's at. So
Okay.
I'm gonna visit her at the end of this month for her birthday, and I'm thinking of trying to do, because he does videos too. So I'm thinking of trying to do a video and just drop another oldie. But that's maybe,
Okay.
see if he's down. But other than that, I want to drop the track with Young Duck. It's called Blue Faces.
Oh.
And yeah, the thing about that is that's why I fuck with him, is because he's on it. So I had this track. I actually wrote it for someone else. Like, they sent me the beat, I wrote it, and I sent it to them, and they didn't like it. And I was like, all right, well, I like it, so let me get the beat. And they gave me the beat, and I was like, I want to feature someone on it. So I hit up Young Duck, and he was like, he was down, and he did it in like 2 days. And that's what was cool, because I don't know, it's hard to like people don't make shit happen that quick, So he did, and then me, I've been sitting on that shit for a year. Like, I've had the track for a year, and we performed it. Like, it's a banger, but I haven't dropped it just because I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes I don't push it out, like.
So okay, so
I'm always doing shows.
This Blue Faces isn't about money.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah,
It's about like like hustling, like motivation. Blue faces and patience. Money is the only thing I'm chasing.
Okay.
Yeah. Got
Speedy
plans
girl.
for my family in the making. It's it's a good song.
Okay.
But I'm gonna drop that. We're gonna do a video, and then we also have like an R&B coming. So we've been collabing.
Okay.
I want to start collabing more, with other artists now that my album's out.
You know who's from my era I mean, we weren't like friends, but I kind of grew up right around her, Reverie.
Oh yeah, she's good.
Reverie.
I seen her perform at the summer nights.
Yeah, oh yeah, she was there. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like very talented.
I'm trying to think. There's another artist I know of that can rap. Maybe
a female, or
I don't know. Maybe
there's a couple. Ray Monique, shout out Ray Monique. You know her?
No.
From Pomona.
No.
Did you hear about the doggy style challenge I did?
What's that?
Come on,
What
man.
is that? What is that?
It's doggy style. No. Every time I say it, it's just like Doggy Style. He's a rapper. Shout out Doggy Style. Right. But anyways, he's like pretty well known. He does his thing. And he did a challenge like for the ladies, like to hop on open verse challenge.
Okay.
And I hopped on it. A lot of people put videos, but I got selected, and Ray Monique was another one, and Big Motion and Judy Drama. We all got on the track, and he just dropped it actually. So go check it out. It's on all platforms, Doggy Style. It's called Nothing Like Your Last. So, yeah.
I've been. Oh wait. I think. Wait, hold on. I've been trying to find you this poem.
Like my chin looks like.
Huh?
My chin looks weird.
Why?
Like fat.
No.
Girl, how I look over there?
You
Look
got
good?
no fat bone on your body, girl.
Hey, but if they're live here, they're not live on YouTube, huh?
Yes. That part.
Nice, good though. Sinclair, hey, what up, home girl? Montana Califas, we got in here.
Oh,
16 management. What you got?
I found.
Hey, we gotta. Think it's time? Let me know.
We will right now. All right. So before we sign off,
we're leaving.
No. We got like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. I found one of the poems.
Oh shit! All right. I'm putting it on you. Come on, don't get shy.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
All right, so it says, I stop and stare at you again, and I want to hear you ask why, so I can tell you about the red light twinkles in your eye. We get closer, and I want to kiss you at every red light. We touch hands, and the butterfly effect I feel skyrockets to new heights. We get closer and closer.
Slow down.
We get closer and closer, and it feels so right.
Oh.
I think our first kiss might be at the next red light. I think this kiss might be the most memorable of all. I think this kiss might be the one that makes me fall. I think we need to stop at more red lights. I think you might just be all of my type. Daydreaming of kiss after kiss, light after light. I don't want this car ride to end. A red light feeling is a 17 on a scale from 1 to 10. I'm about to call the traffic controller and have him stop all the red lights at red. All these red lights, and your kiss is running through my head. At the next red light, I'm about to get lost in your eyes. The next red light's about to turn green, and I'm not ready to say goodnight. I'm not ready to say goodbye. So I'm about to let this red light feeling flow. Let's cherish this moment and take the next light slow. You have me on cloud nine, and it's only right that you know. Red lights pulling us close like there's a gravitational pull. Red light feeling burning to kiss you like the intensity of 1,000 joules. Baby, you got me beaming like a fool.
Damn.
And for you, I'm about to break all the rules. Red lights, you got me going crazy. All these red lights, and you look, and here you are looking amazing.
Wow.
All right, take me out.
Hey, that's a whole ass song. All right. Hey, y'all hear that? Poetry. That's poetry right there.
So if I slowed down, it would.
No, it's pretty good though. Like honestly, you know how you're saying like it's hard to make a poem a song? That could be a song. Like I bet you let me right now, I could make it a song. I'll sing it. Right? It's like you have like the where you repeat the red light part. It's pretty good.
I have there's been some times where like I forget what the word is, but like I'm able to like bring like two different things together. Like
I know what you're
like I have a line where I'm like
metaphor. Right?
I use metaphors a lot. Like I have a line about like Clayton Kershaw and his pitching where it's like you got me feeling like Clayton Kershaw on the mound, like shit like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like bringing like I get you.
Yeah. So I can I have hella shit. It's just this one was published on a website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some shit called allpoetry.com. I have like 3.
I have a homegirl that has like an Instagram page where she just puts her poems.
That's what's up.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. So this is I've been
That's cool though. It's pretty good right there.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that. Because actually, I forget who it might have been Solis. It was either Solis or Bozo. When I mentioned writing poems at the end of a podcast, they're like, "You got to spit one of them," and I did one of them. This is the second time.
Hey, we should just put a beat.
This time on live. One of these days.
Put a beat and then just read your shit. You know?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Hold on. Let's see. Let's talk about some random shit.
Let me see.
What's a guilty pleasure that you have that you wouldn't want to say out loud, but you're gonna say it here?
Guilty pleasure. No, that's tough. I'm not gonna say nothing dirty, like because Sinclair is all about respect.
Yes. We're not necessarily talking that either.
No, but I'll say this: like one thing about me, just like my personality, is I like I need everything to be organized.
Okay.
I need to have my errands done. Like that's one thing. My guilty pleasure is getting my shit done, and that sounds like totally fucking ass kissing and lying, but no, for real. Like I have my little list. I write a list every day what I gotta get done, and whether it's do laundry or wash my car or do this, and if I don't get that shit done, I'm mad. I'm disappointed. So I feel like it's a pleasure when I cross everything off. And I'm out, like, people ask me, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm doing, errands, this and that. Like, it just makes me feel good, So that's boring, but it's true. Like, if you know me, like, I like to get little things done. And my list never stops. It just continues. So it sucks.
Okay.
What about you? What you got?
Fucking drinking pre-workout at 6 a.m.
That's your guilty pleasure?
That's my shit. Yeah.
I think another one for me.
I love the way that shit makes me feel. Like my day's not the same when I don't work out. Yeah. Hey, you want to know some crazy shit? So I have a 10-year-old son, right? Do you know who Scott Storch is? He's a guy behind Dreh who created the Still Dre beat. So
really?
that beat Still Dre was originally created from a piano, from a keyboard.
Okay.
My son's learning that fucking beat.
Is he?
10 years old.
On the piano?
On the fucking keyboard.
Oh,
yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
that's good shit.
Hell yeah.
Don't let him stop.
I'm not.
Because I told you I kind of fucked around with the keyboard when I was a sophomore.
Yeah.
I made 2 corny ass songs. They're on YouTube too.
Oh wait, and he plays the cello.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, that's one thing about me is I can't do instruments.
Yeah.
Like, so for him to do instruments, that's good. Don't let him stop.
Yeah.
And make him try everything.
Hell yeah. Whatever he wants to do.
The fucking trumpet,
Yeah, whatever he wants to do. Hell yeah. Shit.
That's what's up.
I figured like if I could write poetry and this kid has some musical fucking talent, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's left brain or right brain, but one of those two. You watch TV?
Like Netflix.
If you were to go home right now, jump on the couch or your bed, and turn on Netflix, what would you put on?
Okay, so for me, like I watch one show at a time.
Okay.
Like I'll watch a show and watch it. Like I go home, watch it until it's over, and then I'm sad for a little couple days. Can't find something to watch. So right now I'm watching The Good Place on Netflix.
The Good Place.
Have you seen it?
No, I watch I watch a lot of cop shows.
Why? Suspicious.
Because they teach you how not to get caught.
Oh, hey, you watch it?
You know what I'm saying?
You're watching it for the other reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't know. Because a lot of them have action, or I watch or I watch like shows with drugs. You know, shows with drugs like cartel shit. You know,
Okay.
Cartel
That's
shit.
That's what gets your
Or like military shows. You know, Yellowstone. Yellowstone. Get some cowboy shit.
Oh yeah, I feel like it sounds familiar.
Anything with good action. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I don't really like action.
So look, I'm like, I don't, I'm like a typical fucking guy. I like to see guns, drugs, rock and roll.
Action, yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's true. Sounds about right. Me, I like stuff that makes me cry. If I'm watching movies, I want it to make me cry, like sad, emotional. And then shows, I like to either make me laugh or like make me think. Like I don't really like superhero movies. Like honestly, I like the Avengers and Transformers. That's about it. I don't like Batman, Spider-Man, none of that. Nah. I don't really like a lot of movies, like the war movies. I remember my dad used to put like that type of stuff on. I'm like, I'm not really a big movie fanatic. That's called right? Fanatic.
Yeah.
I'm not really into it. I don't know why. Like, that's one thing about me is when people make movie references, I will not know any of them. Like, it sucks. It sucks because they'll be like, hey, this and that, and I'm like, no, I hate it because maybe I did watch the movie, but I don't remember. Like, it's just not me.
Yeah, I feel you.
More music.
So what's on your playlist right now?
Like what I listen to? A lot of myself.
Okay.
A lot of me.
I mean, shit, as you should.
I do, just because, like, I don't know, I'm always playing, girl. Yeah, I'm always bumping my own stuff. But if I'm not bumping me, I'm bumping a lot of old school rap. Warren G, Too Short, I love that shit.
Have you performed like multiple times, like a lot? Like more than you can count?
Not that much. Probably like 50.
What's the craziest thing that's happened to you during a performance?
Forgetting my words to a song. That was the worst. Happened twice. Yeah, it was like my first show because I when I first started performing, I was in Reno and I did like 3 shows, small shows, and then I came to LA and I did a show at Rudy's LA MB Writers, and I forgot my song. I forgot my whole song, and I just kept singing the hook over and over again, and no one noticed, but I did, and I was like, it was hard to keep going after that. But that one wasn't that bad because I kept going. I just kept singing the same thing again. But when I forgot my words again, it was actually recent. I want to say, I don't know, probably a couple months ago, like 3-4 months ago. It's a song I always sing. It's Baby I'm Back by Baby Bash. That song. I always sing it, and I don't know why. I did a show, and I was at a big stage, and I forgot my lyrics, and then I told the DJ to run it back. I was like, hey, run it back. I forgot. And then he ran it back, and I still didn't know. And I was like, fuck. And I was like, you know what? But that's one thing, like, I could have, like, ran off the stage and cried, or I could have just, like, tried to make something up freestyle. But I was like, I kept it real. I told the crowd, like, hey, I forgot my lyrics. I'm not going to lie, And then they were like, because it shows, like, you're real. You're human, too, So it was kind of a big fuck up for me. But at the same time, it was like, I feel like I handled it well. And I told him, like, look, I told the DJ, go to the next song. Because, like, I forgot, So that was probably the worst thing.
There should be, like, a protocol for that, where, like, some shit happens like that. And the DJ just, like, you look to the DJ and you salute him. And he's like, okay, next track.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was embarrassing.
There should be, like, a little code word, like, hey, I'm fucking up. Change this shit.
Yeah. Because it was just like when I told him to run it back and I still didn't know it. Like, I don't know.
It happens,
But, yeah, that's about it. Nothing too major on stage yet, I know something could always happen. So
every time, like, I see a show, there's, like, always a fight. A lot.
There hasn't been much fights in my shows.
That's good.
Yeah, there was one that probably my first biggest show. It was in Pico, and it was what was it? Something I don't know. It was a big show. Baby Bash was on it. Little Rob. It was like a big show.
Oh shit.
Trouble Kid got down. Like he was on stage and he got down. People were throwing chairs and it's pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
And I was high as shit.
That's crazy.
Stoned and like I didn't know what was going on.
Oh shit.
But,
you still smoke?
Yeah, but I'm trying to stop.
Why?
Because I'm a singer. What I look like smoking a blunt, like in a vape. I be hitting my vape like that's out. It's bad for my vocals. So I do, but like I used to be, how I said I used to be a big stoner. I used to always smoke, like before anything. I smoke. And then there came a point when I moved to Cali, I'd smoke and I get like nervous and anxious, and I was like, what the heck's going on? Like I didn't understand why, and that's when. But I never fully stopped. Like I just kind of take it easy. I think it's because the weed's stronger. You want some snacks?
Yeah, I was gonna say you can pop them open, but
What the fuck?
I was thinking right now when you turned your phone on me.
You want to shut it down?
My face looks fat as fuck. What the fuck?
Maybe it's a filter. Let me see.
Is it a filter?
Yeah, it's like stars. Look, it doesn't look fat.
I don't know.
Aw, don't be getting it. Don't be doing that.
I was like, whoa.
It doesn't look bad.
I don't know that guy.
You're like, hey, shut it down.
You know what? For someone who works out, like I don't watch what I eat. A long time ago I went to college, right? And I studied two things, but I didn't finish: computer engineering and nutrition, right? And in some of the classes, I learned that, like in America, like it's not just McDonald's that shit. It's like all the food we eat that shit.
It's bad for you.
Everything. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna fucking eat McDonald's, Taco Bell, Jack in the Box. It's all the fucking same. Like, fuck it.
No. You're supposed to be like none of it.
That's part of the reason I work out so much, though, so I can kind of like.
Oh my gosh, dude! Look at how beautiful this is. Hold on.
Let me see.
TT's drips. Hold on. Look at how beautiful it's like a cake.
Damn.
Oh hell no, we're gonna leave it in the bag.
Fine, it's leaking
a little bit. But it's good though. Look, we'll go like this.
Is that what it's
Your
called?
cameras, they're gonna see this?
Is that what it's
called? Right here, huh?
No, that's not me.
Oh shit.
Probably. Let me see.
Okay, look, we'll go like this. Guys, check this out. TT's drips in Victorville, California. Look at, she hooked us up right here. We're about to try it out. Make sure you guys go pull up on TT's drips for real. It's a woman-owned business.
Let's go.
And she is my sponsor. She's the homegirl family right there. And she came through for the podcast she sponsored. So
I hear she's a good woman too.
She is. She's the shit. She's a baddie.
I heard.
She's a baddie too.
I heard she bought it.
She's really like solid, and I know her through my sister. My sister is like, it's her friends.
Okay.
Because like I'm a little bit younger than I'm 4 years younger than my sister, but those are her friends. But they became mine too. Like I'd come around, I'd drink with them, and we're all pretty close now. So I'm blessed.
Thanks to her. I don't know if I should say her name on here, but thanks to her. Thanks to TT's drips.
TT's drips, shout out.
Or AKA Titty's drips. I don't know.
Titties.
That's what she
called it. Depends on the day.
She sent me a voice note. She said Titty's drips.
Hey, don't be putting her on blast.
Just kidding.
It was probably just a joke.
It was a joke. It was a joke. No,
it probably is. Knowing her.
TT's drips.
TT's.
Shout out to TT's because we gonna have some nice video. Thanks to the business.
For reals.
Let's see.
And then we have these two.
I feel like we're gonna make a mess with this, but
yeah, we're trying to pop it. Don't pop it on my face. You got it? Here, look. Check it out, you guys. TT's drips.
Here, we might have to open it on my car when we're done.
So yeah, this is out, huh? Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
I got it. Oh!
It's okay.
Hey, that's why she loaded us up with napkins.
I got paper towels outside.
There we go. We did it.
Ooh. Talk about drips.
TT's drips, literally, huh? All right. We got a snack here. You guys check it out.
Let me see.
Let me give you the real view. TT's drips, shout out to you. My sponsor right here. Oh yeah, we in the building. Okay. I'm scared.
Why?
I'm about to make a mess.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Wait, what's our other sponsor too, though?
Shout out to the homie Urban Temptations. So look, he sponsored it as Urban Temptations, but I'm gonna give his other business a shout out too. Have you heard of Glazed?
No.
Okay, so look, you smoke, right? Oh, well, damn. If you give it up, you can't try it. My boy,
I probably will try it.
my boy has a brand called Glazed.
Okay.
Glazed. It's like their pre-rolls. They're like
Thick ones.
yeah.
And
They're
they're
kind of
dipped and
they're
stuff.
not cheap. They're priced fairly, but they're not cheap. They're like he says like the donut shop is open. He has hella different flavors.
Where's it at?
It's called Glazed.
Where? Like
It's
what
out of
city though?
LA,
Oh, LA.
like
Okay.
Northeast LA.
Okay.
It's called Glazed. I'll show you the Instagram after, but I've heard his stuff smacks.
Okay.
I've heard it smacks.
I'll have to try it out.
Shout out to Glaze. Shout out to Urban Temptations. Shout out to the homie Mr. Urban Temp. We go way back. So, also earlier we were talking about lawyers, weren't we? We were talking about people
Being a
sue
lawyer?
people.
Yeah.
We were talking about people sue people. Shout out to my lawyer George Gallegos. Check him out. Gallegos Law Firm in Monterey Park.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Personal injury, fuck whatever you need, hit that guy up. I promise you, he will get you right.
Okay.
You have tattoos?
Just one.
Just one? What is it?
Yeah. It says it gets lonely at the top.
Ooh, that's a sick one.
Yeah.
That's a
I
sick
waited to get this tattoo with my dad because my dad's all tattooed up, you know, and like I said, he was always strict growing up. So when I got older, and even though I moved and stuff, I was like scared to get a tattoo, you know, because I didn't want to be mad. So he would always tell me though, like it gets lonely at the top. Like when I was growing up, and I didn't really understand it, you know. I'm like whatever, like little advice. But I noticed like the older I got and like the better I did in life, like people fall off, you know, like people like you elevate and people kind of just stay right there.
Yeah.
So it's something that stuck by me. I say it a lot in my songs. I don't care. I'll say it again, you know, like I always say it. So I got it tatted finally. My dad had a homie come through and he was like, oh, he was supposed to get his too, but mine took a long time. Shit took like 4 hours.
Damn. Did it hurt?
No, actually, I was scared because my mom got a tattoo and she said it was like the horriblest, painfulest thing in her life.
Where was hers?
Right here on her hip. Oh. So yeah, but my mom scared me. Like I thought it was gonna hurt, but it wasn't bad. I was just like a lot of time. I think towards the end, the shading hurt. The shading was like But yeah, I have one. I want to get more, but not too much. Nothing crazy.
Yeah. Shit. Gotta check out my cousin. His work is sick.
Yeah. Got a plug.
Yes.
Okay, let's take a bite.
Let's take a bite.
I'm scared to make a mess. You want a napkin? Just in case you like drop?
I'll use this as a plate.
There you go. All right, shout out TT's drips. We better try this out right here. Oh, it's dripping. We gotta do a cheers.
There we go. Cheers.
Bomb. Let me get one of these too. You think good? TT drip. I'm gonna put her homegirl. Can you hop on my live and tag her Instagram in the comments, and then I'll pin it. Please.
You gonna get one? Come on, girl.
Ooh. I just want to pop out. Get in the live. Get in the live, girl. All right, guys. This is my homegirl right here, Ashley. She be riding with me.
Hide my face. Oh shit! This is dripping.
Here, get a napkin too.
Yeah, this is too bomb.
Ooh, we're feasting out here on the live, you guys. Who's on the live chat? Drop a comment for me.
Wait, I just tagged her?
Yeah, like tag her. You know her Instagram, right?
Yeah,
tag her, and then I'm gonna pin it. Okay. Can you help me with my live? Same girl, same. We love our besties. Aww. For real, shout out to the homegirl. She's been here through a lot.
That's what's up.
TT's drip. Let me pin it. Pin comment. All right, you guys. I just pinned the homegirl's page right there. TT's drips. Go follow her. If you're in the high desert, go get your goods. Let me get my mango nada right here too again.
Woo!
Bomb. Hey, proof it's bomb.
Straight up.
Because that's how you're gonna leave it empty.
Have me sucking on all that.
No. Woo! But so yeah.
So I only have the room for a few more minutes, so finish up.
Okay. Struggling to eat this.
Let's see. If you weren't making music and you weren't working at Amazon, what would you be doing?
It's hard. Like, I feel like I would have been like a dentist.
A dentist?
Yeah, I would have been a dentist.
The world needs us.
And I probably would have been having like married and having a kid.
Okay.
And been a dentist with a nice little house. Simple life.
Simple life, huh?
I think that's the route I would have went. That's the route I was planning to go, but things changed.
What?
And now I'm a rapper.
Okay. What's? I want 2 lines only. Okay, 2 lines only. Your favorite 2-line verse. Spit it, sing it, whatever.
2 lines.
2 lines.
I know which one. I gotta think of the 2 lines. Hold on. If I want money, I chase it. I don't need to get naked.
Woo! 1-liner. Woo!
Yeah, that's my shit right there.
That goes hard.
Mm-hmm.
That goes hard.
We heard it on Where I'm From. What's on Where I'm From?
Is it that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I really like that because like
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's legit.
Let's leave it at that.
All right. So what's a like an interesting, surprising, or funny hobby or skill that you have outside of music? Some random shit.
Something I'm good at that people don't know about.
Or something you like to do, people that's not related to music at all.
Doing nails.
Okay.
I really want to get good at doing nails. And
Sinclair nails.
It's gonna be called Sinclair Studios.
There you go.
And I want to have like my dream is to have a house and a big garage, like a 4-car or 2-car garage. And I want you to like open the garage, walk in. You see how this is like purple on one side? I want to have a line right in the middle, and it's gonna be like purple on one side, and then say pink on the other. And then this side's gonna be like nails. I'm gonna do nails. Hopefully, my mom does hair. My mom does really good at dyeing hair. Or homegirl, she likes to do hair. I want to have nails, hair, and lashes. Like I'm just gonna do nails though, and hire 2 other people to do that. And then we'll have mimosas.
Okay.
Maybe like French toast, twisted tea. Like cute little girls date. And then this side is the studio.
Okay.
And I have like the whole studio where I could just record myself, or maybe have a producer come in, because I don't know if I'm gonna learn all that, but that's my dream, and it's gonna be called Sinclair Studios.
Right,
like nails and music, and that way I don't have to work at Amazon. I'll just do nails and do music.
That's what's up. Hell yeah.
That's the goal.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years as an artist?
5 years. I better be at the top. Okay. This year,
Let's go.
This year I'm gonna do it. Be right
I was
there.
trying to see if the homie was here that owns OTR. I was gonna introduce you to him.
But, yeah. So was it Solis?
Yeah.
So he's always posted up right here.
I don't know if he's the owner, but he's one of the top dogs. I think there's one other guy, but yeah, he's always here. I was gonna introduce you. He's not here. Cool. He's not here tonight, but one day I'm gonna introduce you to homie Siphon after though.
Okay.
How do you want to be remembered as an artist?
Inspirational, real. I don't want people to look at me and be like, "Oh, she's fake."
Right.
Or, "Oh, she's fucking lame." I want them to be like, "Oh, she's like, something that they could look up to."
Yeah.
That's why like I'm very strong on, maintaining respect and being classy, because a lot of little girls, little kids, like they're mostly on the internet, like us older adults, like you're not always on the internet like the kids are,
Yeah.
So I want little girls and like little boys to go on their phone and see like, oh, this is a star and she's respecting herself, like she's classy, like she's not out there like doing the most for attention. That's my thing. As I just want to show them you don't have to do all that. Like you just gotta have that talent and the passion.
All right. So that's actually going into the next question.
Wait, ASMR.
Ooh. What advice would you give to young women aspiring to make it in music?
I would say, if you're doing music, just always do what's coming from your heart. Okay. Don't try to be like everyone else, because there's even times where I go on my Instagram and I see, other female artists more popping than I am. Like 10K followers, 15K, hella likes, and it could get discouraging, because I see their style, I see how they represent themselves, and I could easily I could easily get naked on my video, and I bet you I'll get millions of views. But I don't want to go that route. But it's gonna take longer, So like as a young female artist, it's gonna take longer if you do it the right way. But you know, it's possible.
That's what's
So
up.
like you get more respect is a very big thing to me, you know,
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
when I go to my shows, like people know, a lot of people know like Sinclair,
That's what's up.
you know.
That's what's
I'm
up.
not looked down on, so that's what I would
I'm gonna
say.
try and be at your next show. That's
You gonna pull up?
when are you gonna perform in the OC?
Mm,
Hey, and then if you need a
I just
car,
did.
if you need a car to do to wrap a music video with, my homie's got that.
That one,
editor
it's
room,
like a
that
bomb,
one.
no?
I think so. It's a white one.
White one,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I was looking at on our
yeah.
messages.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you. I'll have
Hell
to
yeah.
throw in the next video.
Yeah, just let me know. I think that's a good place to stop. I really appreciate you coming out. Thank you. You, I think your music is good. I've listened to multiple songs, um, multiple times, multiple gym sessions. Um, and
I'm
so,
that new shit you were looking. My phone died. Perfect timing.
oh shit.
I'm
And
that
so,
new shit you were looking for, huh?
yeah, let's go. And I can tell you speak from the heart. You're gonna inspire a lot of young women, a lot of young people. Period. Keep doing your thing. Quick shout out to TT's Drips at TITIS_drips. Shout out to Urban Temptations Clothing. Check them out. Urban Temptations Clothing. This is the Dreh Talks podcast, and we out.
We outside.
All right.
Oh yeah. Are we offline?
Let me see. Hold on.
Suspicious. I'm just kidding.